Yay, we are live.
Live
Thank
on
Mork
the-
It's Friday, James. Thank Mork It's Friday. He's made it to
eventually.
Right, welcome, mate. Welcome. So, yes, we're doing a slightly different Thank Mork this week. Doing a little live stream. We've got some painting to do ready for the battle next week. So we thought we'll just do a little live stream. I'm trying to find out how I can share my screen actually, because I want to do the community page via this. So if anyone knows, put the comments in below. I seem to work out how to share. Right. Looks like Graham's here potentially. Stonehorse Gaming. Second Ed Hobbies is in. Matthias is here. Hi guys. What are you painting, James?
Villages. The villages of Windham Hill. We've got all sorts. We've got, this is confusing to me how many cameras there are I'm looking at here. We've got sort of, this is a halfling peddler trader type.
Yep.
We've got more sort of traders. I've got a hat merchant, just a aristocrat of some form, and then we've got like dock workers, all sorts. Blacksmith lady,
Nice.
and our hero of the day, this sort of Empire Dwarf. This camera I've got here is not particularly good.
That's all good, mate.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Nice, cool. And
so everything's upside down. Can I fix that? Let me have a look.
You just need, I don't know, yeah, turn it around maybe. There you go. That's better.
Oh, it's going to be really confusing.
Oh, Big Small World. Hello, mate. How you doing? Padre, good to see you, mate. Comments in the comment section, guys. So say hi. Like I say, so slightly different Thank Mork It's Friday this week, guys. Rather than doing a show, I didn't have time, so me and James are going to jump on here, just have a little chat. We might go for a farewell. Got a fair bit of painting to do. And we are going to do beer of the week in a second. So once I get myself sorted out, we'll do beer of the week. I'm still trying to find how I might share my screen. I don't know if Josh is watching this by any chance and can tell me. But I don't know. That's not funny.
You should be using OBS. And
yeah, I should be. I should be. Right. Let's do this quickly. This needs charging, so I'll come back to that. Okay, so what have I got? I've got a Doom Diver. I'm going to try and paint up today. Should be able to do it quite quickly. But in the meantime, then, guys, beer of the week, then, James. I think, James, you're the beer of the week this week, so
I'm fully responsible.
You're fully responsible for beer of the week. I'm just going to throw that at you right now.
I saved one of my favourites for Friday, and I'm on the Thornbridge Jaipur from. Oh, is that the right way around on your screen? Or is that
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Okay, on my preview. Depending on which preview I look at far too many screens here. That's the wrong way around. But yeah, this is a great beer. It's quite strong, 5.9.
Yeah.
IPA style, kind of fruity. It's just a nice beer. And what I like about it is it works in cans. So this is an amazing pint on a hand pull. They're almost, unbeatable. But it actually survives being put in a can quite well.
Nice. Is it a bespoke one, or can you get it from pubs and stuff like that? Or
you probably only getting it on a hand pull if you're in and around sort of the Peak Districts and stuff, I think.
Right.
But you can get this in supermarkets.
Yeah.
I believe this was just from Asda last week.
Nice. So go on, mate. You got to open it up. Show us the colour. Give us a taste test.
Oh, you need me to have a glass.
Oh yeah. Come on. Dust off that dirty glass that you've got on the side.
It's only had spring water in it, to be fair.
I'm drinking this Collider. It's actually a
I reckon
0.5% beer, which is a bit boring, but I thought I'd try it because it's supposed to be like a beer, and it's supposed to give you the same hit as a beer as such, but isn't a beer. So that's what I'm going for. Trying something new, guys.
There we go. That's the colour. Quite light.
It is, yeah.
But it's got a lot more flavour than the colour would probably give it credit for. I wouldn't probably normally drink beer out of this glass. But, yeah, there we go.
Nice. I've got a nice wine glass for mine today. Right, cheers, guys.
Chalice. Cheers.
That's pretty good, you know.
What'd you say it was again? Not a bit. Something that wasn't a beer.
It's called Collider. It's supposed to unwind you, calm you, make you feel like you've had a beer, and taste like a beer, but not quite a beer. And it tastes really good. I recommend this. This is good.
Is it like CBD or something, or?
I don't know where you find that out.
It'd probably say CBD all over it if it was.
So it's like a botanical drink. So it's made out of all sorts of natural stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, no, that's pretty good. This one's the lager version. You can get an IPA version. Go on, mate. How about yours?
Mine?
Yeah, come on. I want to hear.
Oh, hang on. I'm just bringing up the live chat.
Oh, yeah. We've got I'm 00013 drinking in the bar, which is probably the best place to drink. Right.
Yeah, that's delicious. I mean, I've had this a lot throughout the years.
That's right. Explain it though. Is it like it's a fruity? You say?
It's got a bit of a fruity edge. It's kind of got it's quite like a dry taste, I guess. It's quite bitter. So it's definitely got a lot more flavour than that colour would suggest.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's a pretty standard IPA. It's just got a bit of depth to it, I'd say. It's a good pick if you're in the IPA aisle.
Yeah, no.
And a relatively local beer if you're from this part of the country. The Midlands / North.
Nice. Sorry, mate. I'm just trying to find out how to share screen. I'm sure there is a way. Visual recording, hotkeys, layouts, guess. I know there is a way. It's to options. Where's options?
Oh, I suppose why am I typing back into the chat? I can say things out loud.
Absolutely. Answer anyone's.
Big Small Worlds. Padley Gorge should be like a nationally protected monument or something. It's if you're anywhere near there, such a beautiful part of the world around there. Not been to Havertage in like a decade, but I should do that more. It's only 45-minute an hour drive from here. So.
Absolutely.
I am completely lost about how I'm going to paint these now. What am I doing? Should I try and batch paint them, or should I just paint them one at a time?
I reckon batch paint. Since you're running out of time.
So I've got this many left, however many that is.
Must be able to.
12, and then just some little finishing touches on my drunk here. All right, this has been tonight's sort of main
Nice.
Just need to tidy up his base. I don't know which camera's better for showing miniatures off.
Yeah, probably the bottom one.
Color profiles.
Yeah.
But that one's fuzzy close up. Whatever.
Oh no, I can't find. Oh, wait there. No, it's not it. How do I share my screen? This is really annoying. Try to remove visual effects. Edit.
What do you want to show?
Well, I want to be able to share the. Oh, you might be able to share actually. I want to share my community page so I can go through the guys that have put stuff on the community page. I should have probably sorted this out before getting on here, but I didn't because of life.
Do you know what? I've never looked at your community page.
Ah, it's a busy place, mate. It's a busy place. Just there should be a thing that says options. Select options, choose share, select view.
What's when you click that? Oh, look at that.
You done it?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I've got to think. All right. Maybe I don't have that. Maybe you have to pay to have. Oh, no, wait there. Ah, here we go. I've got it, mate. I've got it.
You've got it. You don't need me.
Yeah, I've got it.
Good work on that tower, though. Let's be fair. That's solid. That.
Thanks, mate. Right to record.
It's got old school charm.
Thank you.
Grounds, beautiful Bretonians.
Oh, 2 secs, mate. We will start this, guys. Sorry.
I thought we had started.
Well,
you mean we'll get more professional?
All right, go away. Go away. Go away.
Oh, no, everyone's going to see me licking my brush. Maybe I shouldn't have a me face. You ever make it tiny, no one will see.
Cancel. Why is it doing this to me? Later. Right. Okay. Maybe I want to share. Where are we? Okay. Share. Okay. Can you see that? James, you there?
I'm here.
Can you see that?
No.
You can't see my screen. What's my screen sharing? Nothing. Why is it not sharing?
Can't see on any of my screens.
It says it stopped sharing.
I'm going to stop watching the live stream just to keep the chat separate, just to try and
share screen. Share screen. Don't show these tips. Okay, share screen. Yeah, I don't care about that. Share screen. Google Chrome app bundle would like to record this computer's screen and audio. Grant access to this application. Privacy settings, locations. Okay. Okay. Allow. Yes.
Is this where I do a bait and switch on you and start painting magic cards?
Why is it doing? Okay. Right. Don't need that. Window. Hit screen. Right. Share. That should be sharing.
Can't see it in StreamYard.
That's really weird. Why won't it do that? Why won't it share? Okay, I might not be able to do it unless we do it. You had it up anyway. We could potentially do it through that, mate, and I can make your screen big. So let's just do that, mate. So if you go to my page again, as you did.
The community page.
Yeah.
Turn that back on. Oh, I guess you want to see the whole thing, though, right?
That's all right. Yeah, sort of make that as big as you can, and then I can make you. Let's make you.
God, this is confusing. I can see three of everything. Yeah? You happy? Lost your audio. You muted. Yeah. You're still muted.
Sorry, mate. I don't know what happened there. Scroll down the page on that.
Okay. Yep. Let me figure that out. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. All the way. Keep going. Keep going. We'll go to each one. I'll start know where to start because I've.
Oh, we're starting at the bottom, are we?
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, you've posted this enough times, haven't you?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. Slow down. Think. Yeah, go up again. Up. I've done them. I've done that. Done that.
3 days ago. This is nice and in order.
Right. Yes.
From Ben's Miniatures. That is fantastic.
Yes. Right. Okay. Let's go. So, guys, sorry this has taken so long to get to this point. I don't normally do live streams, as you can tell. But what we will do is still go through the community page, and then we can crack on painting. So like James said, James, I can't see the name. So if you could, so that was Ben's Miniatures. This one, Ben, mate, this guy's constantly painting. I can't get over the amount of stuff he gets through. But it looks quality. I think that's the old Biggin Orc, isn't it? If I remember correctly. So that looks real nice. Any comments, James?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm loving the nice lurid green base. So we quality work.
Absolutely. Scroll on up there, mate. Scroll on up. Next one. This one is it Ian?
It's Dwarf Cannon with an ogre loader by the looks of things.
Yeah. Now I'm not too sure if this is the full base. I think he's doing it. I don't know if he's doing it for like Kings of War or something like that, maybe with the sort of
with the large base, multiple cannons.
Yeah, sort of dynamic base type thing. But his dwarves are these Chaos dwarves are so good. They're so good. The standard is pretty high. I really love these guys.
That's the standard bearer I used for my Dragon Ogre conversion as well. It's a beautiful model.
Yeah, really nice. Right then, next one.
I'm going up, aren't we?
Oh, don't worry about me. Move on from me. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. Right, this looks like, if you might have to read this out, James, what it says in the comment, but it looks like Dr. Sport's terrain.
It says, so second ed says, finished up my Dr. Sport Rune Chapel over the Easter break. Need a bigger backdrop.
That is just straight out of White Dwarf, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely and clean. That, yeah.
It's so good. I think it actually is a replica of. I mean, I think Dr. Spork does a lot of replicas of the terrain from the old White Dwarves and the rule books and stuff. And I think that piece is very iconic.
I mean, especially, they make something that was made out of that's 3D printed look like it's made out of foam.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, he's done a fantastic job and a great paint job as well. Sorry, who was it? I can't quite see it. So what's the name of
Second Ed?
Second Ed. What that lovely paint job. Comment on that. Let us know what blues you use for that, because I've been trying to get something that sort of color myself and I couldn't do it. So let us know what if you do watch this. Let us know what colors you use there. That'd be nice to know. Move on, mate. Move on.
Cool. Oh, clicking the wrong section. We've got Cardboard Fortresses, Grimgor Ironhide.
Very nice.
Just being used as a Black Hawk war boss.
Yeah, nice. I'm hoping that Cardboard Fortress is joining us on the Battle of Wyman Hill. So hopefully we'll see that in real life.
Cool.
Really nice. So great work.
Yeah. We've got some sort of Space Marine.
Yeah.
When I'm
so is that Ben again?
Ben's Miniatures. This one. Yeah.
Yeah. So this looks like a continuation of his Blood Angel captain that he's been working on. The guy with the smush nose.
He said a hard time to search the Emperor, but I've painted more than one miniature with that nose issue, and sometimes I've not even noticed until I've come to paint them that they've suffered an accident along the years.
I can imagine not finding out until later as well, especially when just painting it gold or something like that, where you're not actually physically going, right, I'm going to go in and do the face.
And it's surprisingly easy to, not easy, hard to fix with green stuff. You think, just to make it look right, it's often not worth it.
No, you make it look like Pinocchio, wouldn't you?
So the villagers I'm painting at the moment, I had to dig out of storage, and a lot of them were missing paint off their nose as well. It is
really
a spot that is prone to getting.
Love it. Let's move on.
Cool. Some more old school goblins.
Wait there. I've got to ask you actually. Have you got it on? We might be going over some old stuff here, which
This is 9 days ago, so these aren't in order.
No, is there a order? Can you? Is there a thing that says newest?
Newest.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's the wrong screen. There we go.
There, yeah. Okay, we might have just gone through a couple of things we've already done before, but anyway, let's go back.
Should we work backwards then?
Yeah, that's probably the best way of doing it.
Until we get back to where we.
Right, we've got G-Dog.
Yeah.
Now I know G-Dog's been working really hard on these, and they look great. And I don't know why, but he's very conscious that he feels that they're not painted greatly. They are. They're fantastic. I think he's done such a great job, and especially like as an army look as well. You can't beat a good Bretonnian army. It just looks so nice. Really, really, really great job there, mate. So looking forward to seeing them on the next week's battle.
I can't believe that's next week.
Right, well, we've got Matthias here. So what's it saying? Could you just read that out for us, James?
Zivago H. Call of the Crown Challenge is finished. Good fun as always. Great to get stuff painted, and of course, a chance to see everyone's lovely entries. I'll add a couple of banners to the force when inspiration strikes. I'm also kind of delayed on banners on mine. These are looking fantastic.
This army. I'll tell you now. This army was one of my top picks from the Call of the Crown. It's so good. It's all of its like non-metallic metals. It's a Dogs of War, so there's a variety of all different things in it. It really is beautiful army. The picture, you can't. It's so zoomed out, you can't appreciate it enough. But it is.
Yeah, no, I know. I was trying to get an image of that, but it's
such a great. Yeah, he's done such a great job. I love that army. I wish I had that. It's good stuff there, one Matthias. Right, next one, mate.
Stonehouse Gaming.
Hey, let's go.
Empire Project. We call it the Crown Challenge completed, and they are great. That is a proper old school vibe. Something about this banner as well. There's just something. All the banners. Yeah, there's the colors. Yeah, that's proper old school.
Yeah, no, really great work, mate. I know he's definitely worked really hard on this. And I think he's mega excited about getting over as well to Nottingham. So looking forward to seeing you, mate.
Ian Aitken. So this is one day ago. We've got some more beautiful orcs. Are these?
Yeah. So
I don't
these,
recognize these ones actually. Are these Games Workshop or are these somewhere else?
yeah, no, I don't. These ones might not be Games Workshop.
I've made a couple of balls up with the rust effect, hated it, but I think I've rescued them with an oil wash.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't see any balls up there. Yeah, they look fantastic.
Yeah, really nice, really nice. I really like the green as well.
Yeah, the contrast on those weapons. I don't know if it's just the way the light's hitting it, or if that's really. I mean, that looks great in that photo, no matter. But yeah, they look great as axes.
Yeah, good work.
Very clean. They're great.
Right,
Let's see a bit of a close up of one of those. I think.
Don't worry about
Crap painting. Emperor Jim has got some catching devils. They look a bit small.
that. Mate, his epic is just unreal.
Love the quality spiky cactuses. It's good work.
Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, he's been just bashing out these armies like they're nothing, and epic is just so hard to paint. So yeah, mate, honestly, so good, so good. I love seeing his stuff every single time he posts.
My camera seems to have moved itself. Piles of crap in my room.
Go on in, mate. Next one. Let's see what we got.
We've got Raw. This time next week it'll be painted. It's a Dragon Ogre body. Oh yeah, I recognise that.
Yeah. Nathan, this is Nathan.
Plastic Shield, All Champion back. There's a lot gone into this conversion.
Yeah, he's worked really hard on this. Yeah. Looks very cool.
There's a lot going on there. So we've got a bit of a cold one feel.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Cool. We've got Cam of Warwick 12 days ago. So did you catch this one last week? Or?
Yeah, I think I must have done 12 days. So that must be the end of the guys that sent stuff in this week, which is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cam of Warwick, great stuff, mate. There you go. That's the community page. Sorry, guys, it was a bit loopy and a bit rubbish to start with. Trying to work out what I'm doing. Still didn't work out what I was doing, to be honest, did I? But there you go. Right. But thank you very much, everyone who submits stuff onto the community page. I say it every week in the Thank Morks. It's just really good to see, and it's really inspiring. So please keep doing it.
Always makes watching the Mork Its Friday, seeing what everyone's up to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no one wants to see what I'm doing. Everyone just wants to see what's going on in the world. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. So yeah, so like I said, we've doing something slightly different this week. Obviously, I haven't recorded a Thank Mork, so doing a live stream, albeit got a bit ropey to start with. But we're going now. We're cracking. We're moving on. And yeah, thought we'd have James over to have a little paint session. We're both getting things sorted out for other people, really, because James is painting those villagers for me, or for the battle, and I'm painting this for my good friend Ian, who's going to be playing my orcs. And I haven't got a Doom Diver in part of my army, so I know he really wants one. So I'm going to quickly put something together.
Well, addition, all right, yeah, the old one, yeah.
Yeah,
I do prefer the sort of, I don't know when it would be, early 2000s one.
I don't. You're a heretic.
I've got both. I've got this. I think there's two versions of that one. I've got one of each.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah.
And a big one.
Josh would be happy to know it is metal. This one, it's metal. So
these are I just forget which camera I'm looking at. These are miniatures from, I believe they're called King Games. King Miniatures, something like that, in Germany. They are the Dunkeldorf townsfolk. There's been a bunch of Kickstarters over the years. I've not backed them for a while. When they first started, they were all hand sculpted, and they moved to. But they're all metal, but they moved to digital sculpts. And I must admit, I went off them a little bit. They didn't quite capture the same. There's some absolutely cracking ones, even in the digital sculpts, though.
Yeah.
But there's also a limit to how many NPCs that I need.
Yeah.
To finish this little pile here, there'll be 30 fully painted, unarmored ones.
Yeah, nice.
And then on top of a few town guard and other bits. So I've got more than enough NPCs now, and I would recommend. They seem like a really lovely company. So I would recommend them if people need some Warhammer style NPCs for their.
They've got a lot of character to them as well.
They
quite see it as much in that in on the cameras here, but
no, I've not really got a camera set up that I can close up.
But in real life, they are lovely.
They no, nothing wants to autofocus today. But the sculptor that sculpted a number of them is a guy called Sonny from Imitation of Life Miniatures, and I have a lot of his other miniatures as well, more sci-fi stuff. And he is someone that's managed to capture quite a lot of old school vibes in digital, which is not always the case.
It's just let's head over to the chat, see what's going on. Big Small Worlds, okay. What's G-Dog on about when he says that's techno, you fake nerds? Tycho, sorry. Of course we know it's Tycho. I know it's Tycho.
I don't know.
It was the guy from the second edition Battle Report, wasn't it? The guy he's talking about the gold guy, the nose has been knocked off.
That's 40k. That's for fake nerds.
Yeah. Ruined Chapel print. The Fang Russ Grey. Fenris Grey started off looking very blue, but highlighted, improved the look. Yeah, no, yeah, don't make on Instagram. That was really nice. I like that bluey grey you managed to get there. What we got? And then Big Small Worlds, a bit ropey. Yeah, it is a bit ropey, mate. It's always ropey on this channel, not like your channel. Oh my god, have you, James? Have you come across Big Small Worlds?
No, I don't know.
It's a guy called Padre. He might be still in the chat, and he has this YouTube channel that basically follows a campaign they do. Him and his mates do on Mighty Empires.
Right.
Okay. So it's basically,
and
but it's all sort of dramatized and filmed, and storylines I've added in, and it's absolutely insane. The amount of work and effort that goes into it is incredible. You've got to check it out.
I'm in the browse now. Subbed.
Good lad. It's if you're just looking for a bit of time just to while away, listen to those stories. So good.
I don't have a single minute to myself.
Mate, you ain't got any kids. You've got loads of time.
True. Have you figured out how that's happening yet?
What's that, mate?
Nothing.
Right.
What other prep are you getting ready for next Friday then?
Uh,
Well, that's the point. Are we going to do a live
yeah,
Mork Its Friday from the pub?
yeah. I was going to, yeah. In a way, I was just sort of doing this as a bit of a tester, albeit I won't.
And we're going to try and make it more professional than this one, even though we'd be in the pub.
I think it can't get any worse. So yes, I think we'll be fine.
Shall I bring a setup?
Yes. Can you? How
Yeah.
can you do that? What can you do?
I can bring lighting and a tripod and a better camera than either of the ones I'm using at the moment.
Yeah. So, perfect.
And a laptop.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that because I mean, worst case scenario, I was just going to do it off my phone. So yeah. Yeah, do that if you can. That'd be cool. So that's that was the plan, to do something like that.
Yeah, well, we'll try and do that.
And then there's going to also be various live streams throughout the day on the Saturday when we're actually having the game as well. And hopefully as well that we've got a number of YouTubers coming. So obviously there's me, there's yourself.
I don't count anymore.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Of course you do. Timeless Tabletop Gaming also does stuff. So hopefully a few of us will sort of capture the day, which is kind of what I'm hoping.
Time of the Tom might pop in and do some street style interviews.
Who's that? Sorry.
Time of the Tom, local Nottingham YouTuber.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, it's all welcome, mate. All welcome. Bloody red. Oh, I don't know if anyone else's desk gets like this. Look, I've just got like piles and piles of paints just sitting there.
Oh yeah, so I could never work out which way around I'm at here, but basically everything there's a section about that large next to where I'm at that is just all paints and this annoyingly isn't my painting desk. This is my sensible work. I promised myself I'd never do hobby on this desk.
Oh right, but you're doing hobby on that desk.
Yeah, well I kind of have to for this as well because this is where the computer screens and everything are. But the other desk is only one arm's reach to my left.
Yeah.
If I was just sitting and having a paint to myself, I would be set.
Nah, yeah, of course.
6 foot to my left.
So yeah, I was going to do we're going to do hopefully a little live stream with some of the guys because hopefully a few of us are going to be there. On the Saturday. Oh, sorry, the Friday night.
Hopefully everybody's there Saturday.
Yes. I mean, everyone seems really positive, which is great. But I'm still like a little bit. There's going to be some people that pull out, but I don't know. Everyone seems really up for it, which is great. So
I mean, worst case scenario, those two are there. We're in the pub. We've got some old minis.
That's it. Oh yeah, it's not the end of the world, but
slightly better scenario. Just me's there. I'll take a book.
But yeah, so it should be a action-packed day. It's going to be quite tough getting it all. It's going to be tough to get it all played and done within the day. So we're going to be working relatively quickly, and I haven't played 4th edition since I was a kid.
Yeah, I should probably read the rules.
So it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve as we play as well for some of us.
I don't know how well chat can see my. Oh, I've got members of little, haven't I? This is my Warhammer rules library here behind me. Well, that's visible. This entire top shelf is 4, 5, and 6, and then we've got 7, 8, and Old World down below.
Nice.
Is it this one I want?
I can't see. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, that's the rule book. Are you going to recite it now whilst we're painting?
Started right at the beginning. What form of magic are we using, did you say?
In the beginning, there was. Well,
I'm not going to get the magic. I think I might have put the magic book back in the magic box, which is there, and it's behind a million things.
Yeah.
We'll leave that there for a second.
Right. This little goblin dude is nearly done already. Okay, wheels, they're obviously red. Can't have normal coloured wood, can we? Definitely painted it red.
Yeah, if it's not bright red and blue, what's it even doing?
Absolutely, mate. Bang on.
I'm just shooting through a second layer of skin tone. So I started off with a dark, warm flesh. Then they've had some flesh wash, and now we're on the same dark, warm flesh. I think, to be honest, for these guys, it's probably, I might leave it there.
Yeah, don't go mad.
Some of them might get a little bit of warm flesh.
It's one of those things. It's hard to know where to stop and where to push it a bit, especially when you're rushing. You're sort of not rushing, but
I'm not rushing yet.
Not yet, mate.
I'm feeling a bit skint at the moment, so this weekend's going to be a very cheap weekend. So I will get
painting, mate.
To try and finish these up. Though I do have a side project that I want to do.
Yeah, go on then.
This is my new riot shield.
Oh, you sprayed it up already?
No. So this is I've taped off the center because the bit that's taped is going to be a black and white checker pattern.
Yeah.
And then I can't quite get the pencil lines to show, but the rest of the shield is going to be a sort of traditional orc bad moon.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if that's showing off any pencil marks. Don't know. Doesn't matter.
Can't quite see it.
Yeah. The nice chunky, finest Chinesium. Look at it. Oh my webcam's drifted again.
2 seconds, mate. I'm just going to let the dog just wants to go outside. 2 seconds.
Can't believe he's left me all alone on his stream. I can say anything.
Damn thing. Right. So anyone who's new to joining us today, this is essentially a fake Mork Its Friday. It's just a live stream rather than the actual show this week. And it's probably going to be the case next week as well, because obviously we've got the big battle that we've been gearing up for the last, well, it's been a couple of months now, hasn't it, James? We've been working towards this.
Didn't we promote? Didn't we start thinking about it last year, in fact?
Yeah, it was before Christmas last year. Yeah. That was all sort of booked in. So it's come around real quick.
It does, yeah. I've been thinking that's months away. It's months away. Oh, it's like next week.
It's here now. So,
that also means that I go on holiday in 2 weeks. So I'm counting down the days anyway.
Absolutely, mate. So what other hobby stuff are you working on at the moment? I know you've been really into your cards and stuff. And there's a lot of people out there, mate, that are wondering where you are on the YouTube scene. So this is your opportunity to tell everyone
I've just been
where is James?
Busy doing hobby. So a couple of nights, I must admit the Magic the Gathering addiction caught me pretty hard.
Yeah.
But so yeah, and that is a lot easier to get a game in. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
There's surprisingly little wargaming goes on organised in Nottingham.
Really?
Yeah. But I was for the last couple of years been trying quite hard to try and ignite something.
Well, you was doing a lot for Oathmark, wasn't you, for a long while?
No, not for a little while. But I've heard rumours that there's going to be a second edition. It might be more than rumours, but I've only heard rumours. So that's something that might reignite that for me. So one thing I have been doing though is sort of putting the two hobbies together, and I've been painting my Magic the Gathering cards. So cards like that. I wonder if I can catch the light right. This is what I did yesterday. Switch to hand. If you can see, there's shininess in the middle, or if I can get it on this camera. But the borders, I have extended the art out, and this is, there we go, you can see from that angle where I've painted and where the original art went to. And I've done this for two reasons. One, because I wanted to.
Yeah.
Two, it's been really good as a lesson in doing freehand and like color matching, and I'm not very good with colors.
Yeah.
But I've it's been just an interesting challenge using sort of my war games painting sort of practice to do something a bit different. So yeah, but Johnny told me to pack that in and paint these villages. So.
Yeah, I have. You're right. It's a lovely little hobby, mate, but it's not getting us anywhere.
This Friday is New Cards Day as well, so it's going to be a very hectic weekend for me.
What games?
Johnny said he is happy that if we do want to just sack off the Warhammer and get some Commander games in on the event instead, he's up for
that. Did not say that of the sorts. Do you know what, right? I've never got into the whole card game thing. I just can't bring myself to do it. I just come back to that video of that guy that flips a table.
I don't know how they got that video of me. No, I'm actually much more likely to be the one that makes people do that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm on a green infect elves. If that means anything to anyone plays Magic, it's not how you make friends.
This is the problem when you're painting. You start concentrating, you forget to talk.
Entertain the masses.
Well, I wouldn't say masses, but the three people that we've got.
Where's he in? Didn't he say he had this scheduled?
Oh yeah, I forgot to remind him. He did say remind him, and I forgot to. So he's probably not. It's fine. So it says I'm painting his models for him. And we'll get through it. What we got here? Beige, that's what I want. So if any of you guys got something to ask us in the chat, please do. Just helps us get through this time. Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to ask James whilst he's here? Like I say, he's been away for a little while from the YouTube scene. So it's good to see him back behind the camera in some form.
Yeah, I do. I think about making a lot of YouTube videos, and I've heard that it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, just no one ever sees it.
I just don't spend an awful lot of time. I get a hobby done, but I just don't spend a lot of time doing the things and editing. I've actually in the time that I've been sort of not posting, I have actually recorded a couple of videos, but not actually edited them and launched them. And then by the time I get to the point where I think I want to edit them, I really don't. Like I've sort of lost the enthusiasm, or I never finished the video, and then
that is actually the hardest bit, is the editing side of things, isn't it? Once you've the filming of it is the sort of fun bit, I guess, and then you have to come to the editing of it. That's where it gets hard. That's what sort of slows people down.
The film of it is almost incidental, because I'm sat at my desk. I've got a camera pretty much permanently set up, pointed at my desk over there. In case you're remembering to press go on the camera, which should be pretty simple.
Yeah,
I've forgotten a couple of times. But actually sitting down and thinking about it and putting it out, which I don't know if anyone from here is following my channel recently, but I did get some slight crap for the other week for releasing my entire Call of the Crown video series basically in.
You got what?
3 days. I got a bit of crap for releasing my entire Call of the Crown video series in like 3 days or something.
What do you mean you got a bit of crap?
Well, people were saying, like, I mentioned in one video last month.
Yeah.
I pointed out that was in fact like 4 months ago. And there was a couple of comments.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I actually sort of gotten a bit of an editing kick and pushed a bunch of stuff out. And then I almost didn't do it, like, because those videos were so out of date that.
Yeah.
I was like, what's the point? But I was like, no, let's.
You did it, and you got some crap for it. Lovely.
Let's do it. Let's make some videos. But yeah, I'm gonna try and push myself to do a bit more. I've got a video painting my Dragon Ogre Shaggoth for the event in the can, because obviously I got that done before the end of last month. Though I think I was right up to the deadline again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just need to edit that up. I'll put that out probably this weekend actually.
So James, I think Stone Horse Gaming's got a little comment for you there, mate.
Counterburn is how you win Magic the Gathering Friends. That doesn't sound like a thing, but it doesn't sound as bad as like Infect or Stacks. I've never tried.
What does he mean by counterburn? Because I don't play.
I assume it's sort of certain decks will spend a lot of energy and resource in putting sort of +1 counters on creatures, other things to make them bigger, chunkier, and if you went and stripped them off, I could see why people would be upset by that.
Right.
But it's not a one I'm fairly new, but it's not one I've come up against. Stacks is the worst thing in all of Magic the Gathering. It shouldn't be allowed. That is where you stop your opponents from getting to play the game.
Right.
I played against an opponent a few weeks ago that had a setup on his board that meant that we couldn't play any spells with a mana cost less than 3 or 3 and above.
Right. And I'm guessing that's bad.
No, counter spell.
So what's he saying?
Oh right, counter spell then burn player life and land destruction. Yeah, land destruction's a war crime.
A war crime.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Actually doing a lot of counter spells. I know I have decks for that. Yeah. I have a VV from Final Fantasy deck that people don't like playing against because it's mostly just counter spells. Dread Paint says hi. Just call and say hi before bed. Sleep tight.
Hey, mate. Hope to see you next week.
Yeah, you're not playing real Magic unless you've got 3 Soul Rings in there. How you fix? That means you can take some lands out as well.
All right, Stone Horse. If you turn up with your Magic the Gathering cards on next Saturday, I will be a little bit pissed off with you. Okay, don't you dare.
What deck should I build for Johnny for next Saturday?
Don't get James going with Magic the Gathering.
Neat cards week.
Yeah. What we got?
Who's out with us on Friday?
Hope to see you there, Jed, mate. That'd be good to see you. What's that? What did you say, James?
I said, who's out with us on Friday?
Friday we've got, well, there's definitely me, there's you, Ross from Stonehorse Gaming hopefully will be there because he's flying in during the day, I think, so on Friday, so he will be there.
So we might have a
Matt's Big Matt
Gaming cameo on next week's Mork Its Friday then.
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely, it'll be me, you, James, Big Matt. So me, you, James, you are James, me, you, Ross, Big Matt. As far as I'm aware, that might be it. It might be. I know. G Dogs come in on the Saturday in the morning. I'm not sure about Ian, but I imagine Ian will be coming up at the same time because they're sharing rooms. And then it's, I guess, like I said, I've asked people to sort of comment or message me to say if they are coming on a Friday so we can meet up, but we'll find out at 7 p.m.
Yeah, see who's there.
Yeah. Meet you down the pub. So yeah, the hope is, if it all goes well, you never know, we could make a thing of it. Could be something that happens again next year.
Yeah,
we could have more people join if people see it and are interested in it. And we can expand the storyline and all sorts.
That's it. Follow on campaign related to the previous year.
Yeah,
not bad, cool.
So we will, but like I say, it all depends on how it goes. It is very much a fun thing on this Saturday, not next Saturday. Sorry, it's very much a turn up, roll dice. Don't worry about what happens.
This Saturday, it's Salute.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, sir, something to talk about. It'll be the first Salute you've not been to for what, 11, 12 years?
Yeah, what did my book say again? 2015.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first one I've missed for anything other than COVID. See, my brush jar is my Salute Agincourt. I've got a Dunkeldorf sticker. That's appropriate. That's what I'm painting now. And Rosemary & Co sticker, which is appropriate because that's what I'm painting it with.
So yes, I've got mixed feelings with Salute. I love it, but I love it because probably for the wrong reasons. Actually, I love it because, well, it's not the wrong reasons. It's the meeting up with yourself and a few others and going out for beers afterwards. It's the actual event I can sort of take or leave a little bit.
It was always one of my favorite days of the year, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really like it, but a few years ago I went and did sort of every show I could, and I did sort of Selwig and another London show that I can't think what it was called. All the shows. So there's 3 shows a year up here in out towards Newark.
Yeah.
Hammerhead and Partisan. And York. I'm sure there was a couple of others. And I did get show burnout quite badly.
Yeah.
Partly because it was nice. There was an aspect of me seeing the same people, and they'd remember me, and we'd chat, and that was cool.
Yeah.
But it was the same people, and it was the same show, and mostly the same traders. You get some regional traders, but mostly the same traders. Yeah, there was just. I went to. Oh, what show was it? I think was it Partisan or Hammerhead recently?
Hammerhead.
Yeah, Hammerhead's just passed. So I was at Hammerhead the other day, and honestly, I spent about an hour there, and I was just kind of done.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the best Hammerhead there's been, to be honest.
Sure.
But even so, it was, yeah, I cut it fairly short. It's just, once you've kind of seen it, and then, yeah. And that feeling was again fine when I was living down there in the south.
Yeah.
And it was only, I don't know what, 30 quid in a 45-minute train journey.
Yeah.
But from Nottingham, it's all going to be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, normally you come and stay at mine, don't you, to go down there?
Yeah.
And obviously I'm not going, so.
Yeah, and last year you gave me pancreatitis.
Oh yeah. Shit, that was bad, wasn't it? Yeah, James nearly died. We went to Salute last year, and he literally nearly died. It was horrendous. That was scary. It's called drinking too much, guys. It's not good for you.
It was not drink related, guys. Being fat bastard related. If it was drink related, I literally medically could not be drinking this right now. It'd be very ill advised.
Oh dear.
I did, however, have to give up alcohol for 6 months, which was sucked.
Just on this, right? These paints. Have you used these paints before, James?
No, that's right. What I'm going to paint my riot shield, though.
Right. Yeah, you got to do it like that. Yeah. So these paints, these are the Nostalgia 94 or something like that.
Mm.
And they've got all the old sort of colours from back in the day, which is great. But my God, these are really hard to use. They're so watery. It's almost like they've took it to the full next level and made it just like they were back in the day.
So my vintage paint of choice is I have Coat d'Arms.
Yeah.
And again, some of them are amazing for coverage. Some of them, like this purple, are really not.
Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? Some paints just can really, the pigments in them are so good, and then suddenly you come to another paint which is the same brand, and it's like dog crap.
Yeah, a little bit of white mixed in with this though. It's amazing. That's what I painted. Where's my barmaid gone? So we did. That's what colour her skirts are. Because yellow, green, and purple, I think, is a colour wheel thing. I don't know. Looks fine to my eyes. My paint recommendations are these Pro Acryl.
You're enjoying them at the moment, aren't you?
3/4 of their range, yeah. I'm not buying anything else at the moment. Army Painter washers and Pro Acryl colours. And these are even overtaking my previous love, which was the GW base paints. I'm a big fan of. But these are the similar sort of colour palette, and they've got sort of similar, if not better, coverage in some cases.
Yeah.
They're great, and their colours are like, they seem really simple when you're looking at them, but they're what you need.
Yeah.
Whereas I think a lot of the GW colours are really niche, and really, if the amount I would use them, you might as well just mix something like as and when. I've currently got a palette with me, though sometimes it looks more like this.
Yeah.
Which is just a Pringles lid. But yeah, like an example, for instance, is this is green, not goblin or I don't know, whatever else.
Yeah,
green.
yeah. It just says what it is on the tin type thing.
I've got blue. But as people will know, between green and blue, I've got a lot I can do with that.
Yeah.
Also, even if you're never going to pick up one Pro Acryl color, this bold titanium white is the whitest white paint that there is. Strong recommend. I don't recommend their washes though. I'm not a fan of them. They're kind of the word flowery is coming to my mind, and that's not what I mean. They're kind of
right,
and they're not like transparent enough somehow. I don't know.
Right.
So the other thing that Pro Acryl do is if they do have some slightly odder, more niche colors, like I think I had a dark green brown somewhere a second ago.
Yeah.
And then this is a bismuth yellow. It's a little bit different from their normal one. And they've got their warm flesh is one of their normal colors, and this is a dark warm flesh. And these are their signature series ones, and these are all inspired by some YouTuber or someone. So this is a Rogue Hobbies bismuth yellow.
Oh, that's the girl. The girl, is that the girl?
Yeah, Louise. And this is Ninjon. I don't know.
Oh
them.
yeah, I know Ninjon. Yeah.
And I've got Flameon. They sound like Pokemon rather than.
Yeah, they're all like huge. Yeah.
But
all the big boys.
They So that's some of them ranges sort of extended out to some slightly more niche colors, with their these signature ones. But I'm lucky to live 10-15 minutes walk away from an Element Games, so I get to go and stand and browse them on my lunch break.
Nice.
Which is handy.
Right.
And I'm actually dropper bottle. I used to be dead against dropper bottles, but they are starting to grow on me.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah, you've got to use dropper balls. It's just awful. I literally was using some washes yesterday, and I nearly knocked the paint pot over. It's just not the one.
Oh, I don't mind. Yeah, I've done the same. I had a whatever the bone color Games Workshop bone color is called Disaster the other day.
Right.
Wrote something off. Can't remember where that went, but yeah, basically lost half a part of that. And it was probably, and the worst part was it was probably 5 minutes before I noticed I'd done it.
Oh.
You know when you just pick something else up and go, why is this covered in cream paint?
Yeah.
I like having the wash bottles though, the Games Workshop wash bottles that I can just have sort of open and sort of go back to a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
A little bit frustrating about having washes. I can't put washes on the wet palette, for instance.
Yeah, sure.
Though I do have a really good solution for that, which it's just dawned on me that I haven't seen in a few days. That is the problem with having a messy workspace. But yeah, I have a sort of rubber pop toy.
A rubber pot toy?
Pop toy, yeah. With the little wells in it.
Oh, there, that thing, yeah, the little pop thing, yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
And that's great because it's silicone, so once it's dry, the paint just falls straight back out of it.
Yeah, it just pops off.
Which is an improvement over what I used to use for that sort of stuff, which is like these cheap painting palettes. But cleaning that up now is going to be a nightmare. It's normally somewhere in arm's reach of here, but Second beer of the week.
What are you going for?
I've got a Brewdog Hazy Jane because they sell them in the.
Have you heard the Brewdog are going under?
Yeah, they've shut the one here, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's brought them and they're still going to sell the drinks, but I heard that they've gone under.
I'll be honest, the pub here didn't do food. And generally, whenever I was in there, which wasn't odd times particularly or anything, it only ever had like 2 other people in there. So I don't think the branch in Nottingham was making them any money anyway.
No.
I think there's still some open, but I think all the worst lost ones have gone. I've got no idea what's in this character's hair. It looks like a snail shell. I'm going to do it grey. So,
James, what remind me what was your army you did for the Call of the Crown?
Dragon Ogres.
Dragon Ogres, that's it.
I have 8 regular Dragon Ogres. I have a banner champion.
Yep.
I'm going to give them the banner of shielding, I think.
I'm just going to say, I'm glad I'm on your side.
Yeah, so that gives them a. I think that's a 3-up save for that. Let me get my list so I can remember what's exactly the setup is. Yeah. So they have a 4-up save anyway for just being a Dragon Ogre.
Yeah.
In the standard shielding, so that'll be a unit of 5 Dragon Ogres with a 3-up save. It's going to be unpleasant if you're underneath that.
Absolutely. I mean, those poor Ross's Empire is just going to walk off the board.
And then we have a Dragon Ogre Hero backing them up, and then a Dragon Ogre Lord to top it off, and then a couple of units of 5 Harpies. In case, I don't know, but that was mostly just to make up the extra 150 points or whatever it is.
Sure.
This is my big guy. I'm pretty happy with the way he came out.
Yeah. No, he looks really nice.
A little bit modern compared to some of what other people are working on.
No, it's no. There's no there's no like it has to be an old model at all. Yeah.
But the rest of the units are authentically aged Dragon Ogres and Harpies. I went real old school on the Harpies.
Yeah, they look good.
Actually, I've got 5 more of them that need finishing touches. I need to probably get on that before.
So, if you was to do Call of the Crown again for next year, what army would you do?
Minotaurs.
Okay. So I see essentially the same principle, but for Beastmen. Oh shit.
So I have this is one handful. There's still more on the shelf. Where's my camera? At least that many Minotaurs. There's 3 or 4 painted. Oh no, there's 6 painted.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had to guess. There's 3 with hand weapons, 3 double. But then I have. So this is all the double hand weapon guys. There are at least another 3, if not another 6, with double hand weapons. So yeah, 2-handed weapons. I mean, that are sort of prepped a bit more than that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So no, actually, maybe I only have 3 painted and then 3 prepped. So yeah, there's probably I've got 12 plus at least. I mean, that's a unit of 8. Yeah, I think I've got around, and I've got more that are just sat in either parts, or even some that are still in blister packs. Excessive amount of Minotaurs, and I can't think when I'm ever. I don't know what to do with them other than paint them.
Sure.
But it's gonna. I've got something. Oh, I've got soil from my Dragon Ogre Lord all over my wet palette now.
See, I don't know what I'm going to do next time. I'd like to do an Empire army, but
That'd be cool.
yeah, it would be cool. I just worry about it though because I don't paint quick.
I could do dwarves as well. Like a dwarf gun mine might be quite fun to paint.
Yeah,
I've got a handful of dwarf stuff sat also within arm's reach that I picked this up from. Don't shoot me if I pronounce this wrong. Vatnatak, your walking show.
Yeah.
On the Bring and Buy for super bargain a few years ago, and just recently I went on eBay and just bought this one crew member with a rock to round out, so it's a full large catapult from the era, the middle era that I like.
The sort of you like the 6th edition era, don't you? That's your
yeah.
That's your jam.
The 7th, 8th edition stuff's a bit too like showy for me, but the sort of 4th is sometimes a bit simple and I think they nailed it for sort of late 5th, 6th.
No, that's a fair comment, mate. I disagree with you, but it's a fair comment. No, I can see that. As it got closer to Age of Sigmar, it became more fantastical. And
knocking out the occasional, like, really nice model at the moment for the old world.
Yeah, no,
still knows what they're doing, but it's diluted by quite a lot of stuff that I don't like, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I like the fact that they're starting to release a lot of the old stuff. I got some Black Orcs the other day from the re-release, so I do use them here and there, but I wish I would just never buy any of their new stuff. I've got no reason to be fair. I don't enjoy any of their games that they have out currently.
I've reached an odd point. And it's partly actually the reason why I've maybe not made as many videos in recent years as I used to as well. The contributing factor is that I've kind of bought all of the Warhammer I ever wanted.
Yeah, I get that.
So I have a 2000 catalogue. I always have it to hand. Behind my right shield.
Don't kill yourself.
This 2000 annual here, and this is where it's the sort of black and white type pictures with all the part numbers.
Yeah.
And I have a painted model, basically, of everything in the Chaos section of this book. With some exceptions, like the chariot on that page, that Chaos chariot. But I have all the parts. I have that in things. So we've got Minotaurs. Obviously, I've got all the Minotaurs. I've got all the Beastmen. And yeah, basically, I have the Chaos section of this book, and that was all I ever wanted when I started.
Yeah, nice.
A lot of the newer stuff doesn't appeal to me, so I'm kind of done. And I've got more miniatures in this room than, if I painted every day it'd still take me years to actually finish everything up. If anything, I'm actually looking at downsizing quite a bit. If anyone come in on next Friday wants some Slaanesh Demonettes for a very reasonable price, the Juan Diaz ones.
So are you still going to do that? Are you still doing a sort of a little bring and buy on the day?
No, I don't think I'm going to have too much stuff ready for that. I might have small prints that could be taken.
Yeah.
But at some point, I am going to bring and buy a good chunk of my excess armies and stuff. Try a bit of a thin down. It's hard though. I mostly regretted selling any armies I've sold. But I've sold a lot.
What armies have you sold that you regret? What do you regret the most?
Sisters of Battle.
Oh, really?
I had a full 40k, like 2,000 plus points, metal Sisters of Battle army.
That
I got through a slightly dodgy deal on weight order. Back when that was still a thing you could do. Well, a thing you could do if you worked there. I didn't.
Yeah.
Hence the slightly dodgy deal part.
Oh, mate.
And yeah, I sold them all on eBay for rock bottom prices.
Oh, mate. Especially now as well.
And I've always regretted it. At the last box of them, there was probably, I think there was about 20 odd full models, and then just all of the, you know, when you build an army, you generally have a little box of random sort of unpainted and broken and bits and parts. So it was sort of 20 odd models that couldn't really be put into, like, that weren't like one unit, plus all the spare parts and everything. And it was probably worth 100 quid, sold for like 50. And the guy said he got lost in the post, and I basically lost every penny on it.
Oh, what? You had to give his money back?
Yeah, and that was the end of it. That was the last sale as well. Everything else went smoothly. And
what? So
but it
was
one army. I sold it in parts, but it was just taking up space. I didn't play 40k, and I needed the money at the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's always a reason. There's always a reason.
I had a Chaos Ogre army where it was all plastic ogres. A lot of the pre 7th edition or 8th edition they brought out. If it was 8th edition, they brought out a bunch more new stuff. But just prior to that, I started them and had a bunch of the sort of the heavy and the standard troops, and every single model in the whole army was converted.
Ugh.
So extra arms and heads and any weird conversions. I went through a couple of Chaos Spawn kits.
Jeez.
A lot of custom gut plates and a lot of green stuff work, and then some really like custom characters. Basically from the ground up.
Oh, mate.
I was looking back on it now, they weren't the best. It wasn't the best work I've ever done, but that was, I don't know, best part of 20 years ago now.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. It's just, it's one of those things. You can have it. You could have been improving it now. You know, going back on it, and that's a shame, mate. It's a shame.
No, I don't miss those so much, to be honest, because I've got Chaos armies coming out my ass, and they were the models weren't anything special in themselves.
Yeah.
Not like this is the battle, which are literally irreplaceable these days, really. I had a Khorne Berserker army that was just Khorne Berserkers and Khan the Betrayer. Don't even know why I sold that one, to be honest. It wasn't worth anything. I just needed to clear space, I think, at the time. And again, I didn't play 40k. And then I bought a whole new 40k army when I moved to Bedford and met you guys. And then you never played it either. And I gave that one to your neighbour, I believe.
Oh, was that the
Nurgle
one? Yeah, you did, yeah. Yeah,
I've still got a very good record of keeping hold of a 40k army for long.
Yeah.
I'm currently looking at the livery for Altdorf. And I'm painting the main protagonist of our event in a crossed blue and red outfit here. I can't remember what you call that now. Harlequin or something. You quarter it. It's very traditionally Warhammer, though, isn't it? There's no good position for this. You either miss my face or you can't see what I'm doing with my hands. Big Small World says he never sold anything I painted, but you paint stuff you give away. I like painting stuff to give away, but I can't paint for commission. I have a commission on my desk that's been there for like 6 months. The guys paid me like half for, and I feel really guilty about it every day, and then that just stresses me out. So I'm gonna go back to refusing all requests. But painting stuff to give to someone as a present is always nice. And Cardboard Fortress says, popping in to say hi while stuck at work. Looking forward to next week. Yeah, should be good. Stuck at work as well. What time is it? It's like 11 o'clock at night.
Sorry, mate. I didn't realise I was on mute.
Have you been talking away? I've just been talking over you.
No, well, you weren't talking over me because I was on mute, mate. But no, yeah, you did. You did literally what I was just about to do is read the comments. So yeah, no, Padre.
I feel dead air, to be honest. One of us has to have some professionalism in this.
Mate, I'm terrible. But Padre must have, honestly, right? When you get into his channel, you'll realise when he says he's never given anything away, that means he must have like 2 garage fulls of armies. Unreal. So yeah, well, I'll take it off his hands.
I do not have 2 garages. I have this office that I'm sat in, and I'm worried that one day someone upstairs will put their washing machine on a bit loud, and no one will ever see me again. It'll just collapse in on me.
And Cardboard Fortress has just popped in to say hi. He's going to hopefully see us next weekend. Yeah, hopefully we do. Bring those orcs with you, mate. You haven't got a spare Doom Diver going, have you?
Is that me?
No, talk to Cardboard Fortress. I know he's bringing his orcs.
I don't have the more modern one painted anymore. But I could bring you in a retro one as well. How many do you need?
Well, it just is for Ian's army. I'm so obviously painting this for him, but
That's what I'm saying. How many? So you just need the one? Or?
Yeah, he only needs a couple, doesn't he? How many Doom Divers do you need in an army?
All of them. I'm trying to work out what I should do this dwarf's hat. What do you reckon? So the other his other leg and chest is going to be red.
Carnifex says he gets given away all my old 40k armies, mate. Yeah, especially if they were all like the old 2nd edition or Road Trader stuff. That would have been that's just sickening. Especially like say now you see the prices for things like that.
Well, part of my thought at the time when I got rid of my corn guys was that they weren't very good models. But like, if I could go back in time now and take those slightly janky corn berserkers over the modern ones, like if I was going to play 40k now, well, I'd probably go even older, to be honest.
Well, this is it. It's funny, isn't it, how nostalgia just plays a massive part in that. I mean, objectively, they're not better models, in a lot of respects. But there's just something beautiful about them, like the monopose corn berserkers that stand there with their chainsaws out one side and a gun pointing forwards. It's just brilliant.
Yeah, with a little skull on their chainsaw.
Yeah,
the bolt for some reason.
It's just you can't beat that, and it just sort of shows you. Sometimes I think some of these companies go hell for leather to try and make their models look complicated where it isn't needed. Because actually, the ones that people remember are the simple ones.
Well, this is what I've been seeing from Games Workshop, like the last few months for that old world stuff. there's been a few miniatures that they've been releasing that just have a little bit more like style to them, a bit more simplicity, I think.
Yeah. Give me a pouch and I don't know, a bag to paint on them. I don't really want all the trinkets and stuff that they all the different skulls and stuff. I hate that. That's the worst thing about you're going to be spending another age trying to paint all the trinkets and stuff on the new models.
It's not necessarily just a new problem though. There was occasionally I tried to paint 20 old Bestigors the other week, and they just all the different little layers to their armor and the little patches and studs and stuff. Absolute nightmare. But
yeah, Conifex is just saying that Josh from Crown and Command is currently painting him because Josh from Crown and Command does commission painting, and he's doing him a Khorne army, which I think he's shown it a couple of times on the channel, and it has like all the old Khorne berserkers and stuff like that, and it does look. And when Josh does it, he does it really proper second edition style. They look amazing.
Weirdly enough, I've got my favorite Khan the Berserker, Khan the Betrayer. Sorry.
Put him on the other camera. Can't see him. Oh, he's dead now.
He's probably dead now. That was a resin one. And I'm sure I heard that land in more than one part. Oh, well, that's one more model I'd have to give away. I do have him in metal, just somewhere else. It was the I think it's the first one. I think it's been 3 now. Maybe they weren't even old world figures that I was admiring the other day. They might have even been Age of Sigmar ones. What's that?
Jesus Christ, there's something wrong with you, mate.
Yeah. I can't see the ones I was thinking about. They might not even be out yet, I guess. It might be something that's.
I don't like that new Orc War. I think there's a new 40k edition coming out.
The bike one.
Yeah, he looks like arse.
I liked it initially when I first looked at it. I went, "Yeah, it's cool," but the closer I looked at it and the more I went over it, like flying too far, I went the more of it annoyed me.
Well, he's got this tiny little claw, hasn't he?
Yeah. They've lost some of the sort of just the over the topness, but then they've put all of that sort of cinematic effects on and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Small World says about his miniatures. I've surrounded by boxes of figures in my cellar office hobby room. Not sure what to call it. Pulled sitting boxes on some walls. Yeah, I know that feeling. So I know my camera keeps sort of drifting. I'll just sort of throw it back over there a little bit if I can. This is floor to ceiling racking here, and that's where I keep my 3D printer, just there. But then everything else apart from where the 3D printer is just storage boxes after storage boxes, all down that wall.
Do you think, James?
Over 6 foot high. It's a lot.
James, do you think that gamers in general have a hoarding problem?
I mean, I know I do, because one of the boxes that is up high that I almost dropped on my head the other day is just a box that's full of old beer mats and drink stirrers and other bits of trash that I thought might make nice streaks. Yeah, it's an enormous storage box just full of that stuff.
But what, just for maybes because it might be good for terrain? Or...
Well, I needed some drink stirrers out of it the other day, which is how I almost died. But yeah, it's just stuff that I've sort of collected over the years and go, oh, that could be interesting for terrain. And it's all just gone in there. And I have not made handmade terrain for years. Certainly not since I moved here.
No, you printed it, I imagine, didn't you?
Printed the sort of scatter terrain. And if you can see behind my head, I splashed some cash recently on some old Warhammer. What are they called? That's going to be a video. The Ruined Manor.
Yeah.
That's my little treat for when we've done the event.
Nice.
I've got all my desk cleared. Put that together. I actually bought 2 of these. So one I'm going to build as it is on this box cover, and one I'm going to mess with.
Nice.
So I'll have a watchtower, a little house, and the big house. And my big. I don't know what it's called. I think I've got most of the old, my sort of favourite editions of the Warhammer terrain as well. I've got the Temple of Skulls and the little temple. I don't have any of the Storm of Magic stuff though. I always quite liked some. Well, some of it was a bit weird. It's 1 or 2 bits that I quite liked though.
What stuff was it? Like just sort of chaosy stuff?
They were essentially really fancy objectives. So there was like a staircase that didn't go anywhere, and then like a throne that was floating.
Right.
And a chaos star just on a big pillar of energy. They were just big objective markers, basically.
Yeah.
But you basically can't buy them now for anything even resembling sensible money.
I love it. Carnifex is he literally is hiring storage space for it all. That's mental. How much stuff have you got, mate? You're hiring stuff. I suppose unless you're doing a lot of gaming. Ian, how do I missed the start? Don't worry, the start was pretty horrendous, so you got over the worst bit, which is good. Yeah, I bet it. Carnifex says it feels like hoarding. Yeah, I imagine it does if you're having to pay for some storage for it. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm sort of hoping to avoid. I think I'm going to try and. It'll literally. I'm expecting it to feel a bit like a weight off my shoulders if I can cull this down to 1 storage rack of stuff. Because why do I need 40k terrain, you know?
Well, this is it. If you're not going to play it. But you never know. That's the problem, isn't it? You never know.
No, I know.
You know when you know.
I know. Well, the idea being as well is that I can then 2 crazy things. I could put a spare bed in this room. And second crazy thing, I could move my board games in here, and my living room would look a bit less like I was a hoarder as well, which would be nice. And then I could buy more books.
Yeah. Big Small World says my attic is filled with plastic boxes stuffed with all sorts of random bits for possible future modeling projects, from chest of children's wooden blocks to several bits of broken toys and the like. Yeah, so you sounds like Big Small Worlds has the same problem as you, James. Just having stuff just in case.
Yeah,
I might make something.
My thought now is I'm just going to either use it or let it go. I'm going to try and let a lot of it go.
Thing is, though, Padre probably will use it, though. That's the difference. You probably won't, knowing you. But Padre is absolutely prolific, so he probably needs that stuff hanging around.
I think, yeah. I can't see a situation where I'm going to... Because back when we met and used to go to the Bedford Weird Boys, I built like 80% of their terrain.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
A lot of it was scratch built. I can't see a world where that ever happens again for me. I just don't have the time, space, or motivation.
Yeah.
I said, for me personally, I will buy my own terrain purposes. Now, I'm actually also thinking of getting rid of the terrain I'm bringing to the event, and replacing it with some higher end stuff.
Right.
like that. Well, it's like maybe like some of that foam stuff that you've got.
Foam stuff. What stuff?
They're fully sculpted buildings.
Oh, they're 3D printed stuff. That's 3D printed.
Are they?
Yeah.
I think I had some like. Well, there's a company that makes like.
It's from,
really
but
nice...
James, that stuff's from Dr. Spork.
No, not recently.
Oh,
A few years ago. You got some houses.
Oh, what? I made some.
No. You didn't. Helen buy you some bits.
Yes, I do have something. Oh, mate. Yes, I've got. I don't
And
know
they
where
were
it is.
fully sculpted, sort of Warhammer style buildings.
Yeah.
I might go more on that. And there's a company that makes like, I can't think what they're called off the top of my head, but they make some beautiful bits of castle and Tudor houses and stuff out of resin, and they basically treat the whole building as like to the detail of a miniature. But it's hundreds of pounds a piece.
Yeah.
Oh, are you making the comments jump up on the thing like that? Some clever YouTubing.
Yeah, they're making them do that, mate. What we got next? We've got Carnifex. Too much. I haven't had time for gaming due to work, so it seems crazy. Yeah, mate. My life does not allow me to game much at all, so I'm really looking forward to next Sunday. Just having like the kids and work and stuff, so I totally get that. It's hard. Padre is saying the window that would allow me to escape from the cellar, should there be a fire upstairs, is completely filled with boxes. Well, let's hope you ain't got a fire, mate. Keep those matches to one side. Don't play with matches. You should have learned that at school, Padre. Don't play with matches.
Yeah, I'm on the 4th floor. So, I'm not going to have much fun if I get trapped.
And Ian says, I think we're all guilty of hoarding to some extent, so my SABLE is bordering on embarrassing. Aha. Yeah. I think we're like you say, we're all guilty of it. It is embarrassing. My missus comes into this room, she thinks, how do I live like this? So yeah. Probably a reflection on my life, to be fair.
This is always the last room I tidy as well, because unfortunately, this is where I work every day, all day. So that's just when it's a bit of a mess. But no one else has to see it.
Yeah.
And if it's between this and sort of tidying the sort of more public bits of my house, I just sort of shut the door.
I bought myself some new. Got some new paints. Got some more of these Vallejo stuff. So I do like the Model Air stuff. For black, it's nice and thin, easy to work with.
Oh, so do you use that with a brush then, or are you actually using an airbrush?
No, use it with a brush. It's just thinner paint, but it's just sometimes nice to work with. I also got the black game color version, so it's just thicker. So you've got a choice if you want thin, you want thick. Just helps you.
Can't use game color.
Oh, I love game color, but I also use the model color range as well. So I've got some. What's this? Dark sands, pale sands, and I brought some beige as well. Always nice to get a few new paints in the door.
Yeah, for sure.
What's this one? Stone Horse Gaming. I hear you on time constraints. Work his wife. Yeah, the wife's the hardest one to deal with. And various house repairs. Had to dig up a septic tank the other day. Lovely.
Gross. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather deal with Johnny's kids, to be honest.
You won't want that. Too many of them, mate. Too many of them. So, guys in the chat, what are you guys? Are you working on anything tonight? Let us know. what are you working on? So we're trying to finish a few things ready for next Sunday. The Battle of Wyman Hill. Hopefully it goes well.
Have you got have your tables all arrived?
Yeah. I've got all that actually. That's all. It's all ready to go. Just got to pack that in the car. Yeah, that's all ready to go.
I think, as people have been saying about the time constraints in the gaming,
yeah,
I think that's probably one of the reasons why the Magic the Gathering hit me so hard after never playing card games. Same reason, actually, weirdly enough, that X-Wing, when that came out, sort of grabbed me as well.
Yeah, there's no painting to it.
I do like hobby, but there's something very rewarding about just being able to like buy something and go out and go and get a game with very minimal setup and stuff like that.
Oh, it absolutely has its place. It has its place, but then at the same time, you don't get the same satisfaction of playing a game with something that you've painted that army and then you play with it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's satisfying.
Yeah, but it's I can just shoot to the local card shop from like 7 till 10 and have a do like 3 hours of solid gaming. Yeah, without any.
Yeah, sure.
With just a little backpack full of stuff, which is just which were the last few times. Like the last I played Old World a few months ago for the first time properly.
Yeah.
And it just get everything packed up and ready and all the various piles of rule books and bits that I needed. And I mean, probably because I'm not used to it as well, but and then get it all unpacked and then playing the game and then get it all repacked again was just a lot of stress that I wasn't used to.
So Stone Horse Gaming is painting some Urukai by the sounds of things.
Okay, Scouts.
So what for the games Lord of the Rings game, or is that what you're doing it for, mate? Ian is still working on his big ones. Yeah, mate, they look really, really good. Keep going.
Oh, they wanted the rust effect and stuff. Yeah, they were.
Yeah. So make sure you post them, mate, once you've finished.
My friends bought me this for my birthday. So yeah, a little paint jiggler.
I love that. So unnecessary.
Oh, I could just shake it with my hands. Probably. This one doesn't actually have an agitator in it. I've got a pack of them somewhere. Probably fine. It does do a good job.
Yeah. So how you getting on with your painting, mate? Right, where are you with it?
Skin tones are all done on everybody.
Nice.
And I'm just blocking out all the colours on this dwarf. So we've got the red and the blue basic down. I'm just going to block in some metals on this box just so I can see how everything. I like to block out all the colours first, even.
That's interesting, actually. I do too. That's exactly how I paint. I block it. You can see what I'm doing here. So I've just been putting all the colours on. But a lot of people like to. So they start with the flesh and they'll build up all the highlights and everything up. I can't do that. That is not a skill I have. I have to block because all I'll do is do that, and then I'll accidentally go over it with a load of other paint whilst I'm doing something else on the model.
That's definitely a risk. But my other issue as well is that I'm not convinced I know what colour I want to paint that feather until I've got a few of bits like his mustache. I couldn't work on his mustache now because I don't know what colour that's going to be until I've seen
all the colours
Probably,
together.
I know what colour the feather's going to be.
Yeah. Well,
I've got no plan. I'm just so I block it out, and then and then it gives me a much clearer idea, and then I can.
yeah, no, I get that. Well, you find though, if you're like a golden demon painter, they tend to concentrate on bit at a time. They never do like the whole block out thing.
Well, that's amazing when they've done like a patch where they just work on like one patch of skin.
Yeah,
like pro level, and then the bit next to it's just grey.
Yeah, it's I don't get it. I don't get how you can paint like that. That's, to me, that's alien. But obviously, it's how you got. It must be how you got to do it to win those things. But
and I think they spend months like in a planning stage as well.
Yeah.
Whereas I've just picked this mini up, sprayed the grey, and just started slapping paint on.
Yeah.
In fact, this out of all the minis, this one's the one I've spent most time actually planning, because I went and looked up what the Altdorf colours were. One's like the barmaid I was just working on a second ago. I had no idea what colour I was really going to paint her until I just literally started putting paints down.
Yeah. That's it, mate. What's
Which is why I find things like this slightly more entertaining, but it's less good for a situation like this. I'd rather be painting a batch unit right now.
Yeah.
Because I could sort of switch my brain off a little bit. I do find something about painting batch units like quite the same.
I always find that my painting looks like crap until the end. Then it sort of pulls itself together. I have to tell myself, don't worry, it's coming together.
Weirdly enough, that is definitely also something that's been going across onto when I've been doing the cards.
Yeah, so you feel like it's not going to work, and then it does.
Yeah, I'll be 80+% of the way through, and I'll be like, oh crap! Well, I'm gonna have to buy another copy of this then. I can't just put it in a vat of nail varnish remover or IPA.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, well, can't make it any worse. Like, I guess I'll just try and finish it, and at least I'm learning.
Yeah.
And then like a few minutes later, I'll be like, oh bloody hell, that's the best one I've done so far.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. It is weird. Con Effect says, flared base, so you know it's safe.
The big vibrating paint thing, I imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big Small World is just finished writing the story to the next video. Looking forward to that. I need to get to it first, though. I'm still around about 100. I think I'm in about episode 100. I think at the moment. Pics are done too. Still loads of work to do before the video, though. Yes, I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. Ross from Stonehorse says metallics, any wooden bits, cloths, skin last, then wash, then highlight, then eyes.
Last.
I know. I was reading that. I was thinking, you crazy mofo.
That's not right. You're saying that to troll me. So when I first learned to paint, it was probably like 10 or so years before I actually got into it properly.
Yeah.
But I read some very old White Dwarfs from back then, and one of the first things that we're talking like 10-year-old me here. One of the first things I learned in these White Dwarf magazines, and I remember reading actually the first time I had learned where they were telling people about dry brushing on Monopost Chaos Warriors, like it was a completely revolutionary idea.
Yeah.
Dry brushing it silver. But the thing that they always had on those tutorials was painting from the inside out.
Yes.
So you always start with the skin, and then if you've got like an undershirt, then you do that, and then you do the jacket, and just paint your way out of the model. So that's how I do it. So I do it probably the opposite around: skin, then big bits of cloth, then any wooden bits, and then I tend to finish with metallics. Because because they're generally right on the extremities or their buckles and stuff on top of the layers that I've already done.
Do you know what? I don't actually, for a very long time now, I haven't painted metallics. I've always do them as non-metallics.
Last time my girlfriend was painting anything, she was spending time watching your non-metallic metal
video.
She wanted to do some of the Bloomburrow creatures. They've got some like nice segmented play art.
Yeah, her stuff's really good. She's got a nice style to her.
So I've said this before, like when we met, I think I was probably a better painter than you, but that's not the case anymore. And I think that's because you're always pushing yourself to try and do something a bit new.
Yeah.
Whereas I paint the thing that I did when I was 10, I'm just slightly better at it. But it's still essentially base wash, highlight. It's nothing revolutionary.
No. But everything has its place. Like I'm going to use a wash now. I'm not going to spend time trying to highlight this guy up. I'm just going to wash him and then crack on. So it all has its place.
But my point being is that Lauren, I taught her how to paint, and she came in like strong, like, right from the go, and then she's been watching videos and tutorials and trying new techniques and seeing what she likes and stuff. And like the speed of her improvement from doing that compared to just sitting and painting, is, you know, I don't doubt that if she did it more regularly, she'd be better than me within not too much time.
And why do you not push yourself then? Is it because you sort of funny daddy, I'm stuck in the. This is how I do it.
I think my stuff looks fine.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love your stuff.
No, I was just saying. I think I like the process more than the product. I think.
Yeah, your stuff has a very. I've always said it like a weird sort of cartoon feel to it. I don't know how you managed to capture it, but you seem to be able to capture this sort of cartoon effect, which I love.
Well, my painting sort of main. Sort of like, you know, I know different people have different artists that they like, and mine's what's he called? Oh, that's going to annoy me now. But the guy who paints all of the Foundry and North Star miniatures.
Oh, the guy that starts with all the black, and then
so he starts with black and then he leaves the black in all the gaps.
Yeah.
Or goes back and paints it in. And like the way he does like striped trousers and stuff, like there's something really like obviously visually striking. Like as soon as I see a pair of striped trousers painted like that, I'm like, I know who that was.
Yeah.
That's gonna really bother me because I bought his book. Alex from Morks still has that book actually.
Does he?
Yeah. But. Yeah. But that was unsurprisingly because that's where he was. Some of them were probably by him, but that method of painting is how they taught you to paint in old white dwarfs. And I believe he was a OG.
Kevin Delamore.
That's it, Kev Delamore.
Yeah. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, I mean his style is beautiful, isn't it? When you look at this stuff from Foundry, and there is
some of the stuff he did for Frostgrave, it's just stunning because there's this new miniatures, but with a retro aesthetic, and then painted by him is just that's peak to me. I really love the way some of those look, and they wouldn't win a White Dwarf in a million years. White Dwarf, Golden Demon, sorry.
No,
they wouldn't win a Golden Demon in a million years. But I don't think I'd want to play with some of the styles that they have on Golden Demon anyway. They're the sort of
Golden Dim is a funny thing, like or any sort of paint competition. It's all about very sort of lifelike painting nowadays, isn't it? Everything's got to look like it's real. Whereas that's why I enjoy your style because it doesn't look. It's not supposed to look real. It looks like that sort of cartoony effect, and that Kevin Delamore. That's how he's like say. That's how he paints.
Well, some of the Golden Demon stuff. I mean, I can't speak for Golden Demon, but for like the salute ones that win,
yeah,
they don't pass my sort of 3-foot rule. Some of these villagers aren't passing it at the moment either, and it's annoying me. Which is that you just like, I think a miniature should look almost its best from the center of the table, whereas some of those are so sort of absolutely beautiful brushwork and detail, but once you zoom out a little bit, it's just a bit, yeah,
sure.
But yeah, as I said, it's the different requirements that for a painting competition, I guess, than for going on a table. And some of the stuff, I've seen some Kev Dalmore stuff that is his speed paint, and if you get up close and personal with it, it's really not very good at all.
Yeah.
But because he's a master of these big, sort of smooth brushstrokes and big obvious highlights, it doesn't matter. Like you put it at arm's length, and it's a really nice sort of game of miniature. It's only until you get your face up close that you go, oh, like there's literally only 2 colors on that.
Yeah.
That's what I've always sort of aspired to. But I do use a lot of washes.
Like I say, that's not always a bad thing.
I think so yeah, I think I would describe my paint style as halfway between Kev Dalmore and Blanche. Sort of a grimy, old school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like miniatures to be quite readable, which is like the reason why I pick the Army Painter washes over pretty much everyone else's is because they actually, out of all the washes I've used, which has been a lot, they sink into all the little gaps the best. And the one I'm using right now, I'm using the black over the blue that I just did.
Yeah.
And it is literally giving it that cartoon style that you were on about.
Yeah.
It's not really picking it up. But these are going to be like, the black that I leave from this wash is going to be almost entirely black into all these little gaps and creases.
Yeah.
And that'll give it that little kind of comic booky kind of look when it's dry. And then over the red, I'll do a brown. And for the same look.
Oh yeah. Oh.
But I mean, this is what I was on about. I don't know if I can get this on a good camera. There we go. So this looks much worse on camera than it does in person. But I'm quite happy the way she's sort of come out as far as her tunics come, and that is literally just blue and sky blue from Pro Acryl.
Yeah.
But using that sort of Kev Dalmore approach of just slapping those big solid wide highlights on, but then having quite a contrast.
Yeah.
I feel like she's going to look fine on the tabletop.
No, I agree. I like that style.
Doesn't work for everything though, and it doesn't work for sort of finer digital miniatures at all. I really struggle to paint something like Malifaux or a lot of modern GW stuff.
Yeah, I don't actually. I've always had my opinion on the Malifaux stuff. Not my favorite thing at all. I find them they're too small. I don't know. There's something about them.
Yeah, they are in a lot of ways like a lot. My biggest problem with them is they've got their details are very shallow as well, which means you have to it forces you to do a more blended style of highlight.
Yeah.
Which isn't really my style. And they're just a whole different thing. So the weird miniature that I created recently, let's see if I can find it. It's got berries behind all this other stuff. Oh no, there it is, it's on a shelf. That's a much more sensible place for it. It's this brand new Beastman miniature.
Right.
And I love it. I quite like the design of the miniature. But it suffers from what we were saying earlier about it's just got too many bells and whistles. But then it's meant to be a Beastman Shaman, so it's kind of meant to.
Yeah.
But it's not done. But I've kind of put it to one side for a bit because I need to decide what I'm doing with it because it's just not very readable. It's just a bit of a mush at the moment.
Sure.
So I just need to figure out next steps on it a little bit. But I would say that it's definitely sort of in line with. They've definitely dialed back the miniature design zone back to sort of 7th edition at least with something like this. I think.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it as a design in general, more so than anything else. I mean, for the fact that I own it. It's a genuine Games Workshop miniature, bought brand new by someone for me as a present, but still. It was it's the first one new designed Games Workshop mini I've had in a long time. What's funny is my last new Games Workshop purchase was this Slaves to Darkness box that I bought from a game a while back.
Yeah.
Because I believe that price, the 59 was already, or the 60 was already a little bit cheaper, and then a further 20% off, and then on top of that, there was another like discount on the day because they were just basically fire selling this Warhammer they had in game.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I'll grab those. I'll bulk out because I could use those big guys as my chosen knights. I reckon. I was always going to see what these guys would fit like on squares. And I don't think they look terrible alongside some of my older Chaos Warriors. But I've never opened.
What size base?
Now, I believe.
What size base did the Chaos Warriors stand on back in the original days?
They've been on 25s. I think they're on 30s now.
They're on 30s now, but they were on 25s originally.
Yeah, they were always on 25s originally. They've never been on 20.
Yes, it is a late one. Sweet. We are trying to get some things sorted out for a game next week. So we're just putting a bit of a late one tonight. Just going to wait for some washes to dry.
Another reason why I'm using these Army Painter washers as well, other than that, they are my favourite, but conveniently, they sell these at the Warp Miniatures store, which is, whereas Element Games is a solid 10-15 minutes walk, like I said, that is a 1 minute walk.
Yeah, but you've got over in Nottingham, you've got so much resources. Just
opening within meters of my house is also a brand new board game cafe run by a guy I know. I was meant to be open by now actually, but I think there's had some delays with decorating. I keep glancing in more floors down and stuff like that. So yeah, and then there's another place over the road that I don't speak to anymore. And yeah, there is some good stuff here, but I said there's a weirdly small wargaming scene.
Yeah, that's really strange.
What you'd expect. coming even from Bedford, which is, I would say, a smaller town, right? And
Oh yeah, a lot smaller.
and we had, back when we used to play, we had 2 fairly busy war games clubs running weekly nights, plus board games nights in addition to that, and other stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, but then there's board game and war game cafes and stuff, and there's plenty. I'm being spoiled.
Yeah, no, definitely.
There's also like 5 good gig venues within 5 minutes of my house as well. These are brilliant. I'm not disannoying.
So, right, just waiting for this guy to dry a little bit. That's the one problem with throwing a load of washes on.
Be interested to see if everyone wants to come out on the town on Saturday.
Yeah, it all depends on who's staying over, I guess. Some people will want to play and then head off, I imagine, once it's all done. Some people were there for the ride, so it's going to be whatever. Either way, it's going to be fun. I mean, I know I'll be out having a few beers afterwards. Obviously, got to try and pack everything up and get it somewhere safe, but that shouldn't be too hard.
No, it should be fine.
I'll be drinking. Yeah, well, you're guaranteed. Sorry, I put the old stone horse up. We expect you to be drinking, mate. Just to entertain the crowd, James, I'm just going to quickly go grab a drink.
Oh, put me on the spot like that. What sort of what do you drink, Stonehouse? You a beer guy, spirits? How do you feel about a metal bar? There's some real nice pubs actually within walking distance of the venue we're in. But the venue we're in is a real nice pub, to be honest. But if we do fancy change of scenery, there's a pub just down the road with a canal in it, and it's always got some good beers. That's Castle Rock Brewery, one of their pubs. There's we'll be just across the road from the old Trips in Jerusalem, arguably the oldest pub in the country.
Yeah, so they reckon.
But there's 3 oldest pubs in Nottingham they've all got claim to being the oldest pub in Nottingham.
And I think ironically, it's not in Nottingham the oldest pub, isn't it? They all claim it, and then
there's 3 that claim they're the oldest pub in Nottingham, and I said 2 of them that I was going to plan to get to. No, yeah. It's, for those who've not been to the old Trip, it's in a cave. It's fantastic. Like the front of the pub looks normal, and then the further back you go, the more in a cave it is.
Which one's that, James?
The Trip.
Oh, the Trip.
The old Trip. You've been, haven't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't remember the exact facts as it goes, but I think one of them is the oldest building, one of them is the oldest continuous license, and one of them is the one that's been a pub longest or something. Right. So there's the bell in the town square and the Salutation, which is a metal bar, biker bar, just up the road from the Trip actually. So yeah, maybe we'll pop in there.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do what we can. Right.
We are a little bit on the edge of town, though.
I
believe that is what the story is. Yeah, that was like the stop they did before they shipped off. Though I suspect, as they had to get on a boat, right, they weren't heading to East Midlands Airport. So I bet there was probably a few more pints to be had between here and.
Yeah, They got
So-
wrecked. They got wrecked before they went on the Crusades.
Maybe they had a drink there and it was so bad they swore off alcohol till they headed off. But that's certainly the reason it's called that, I believe. Apparently, some of the tunnels in the back of the pub link up to the tunnels underneath the castle. If anyone's staying around till Saturday, I'll recommend the tour. The tunnel tours under the castle are quite interesting.
Have you been? Have you done them?
Done one of them. Done the sort of dungeon tours and stuff. You pop out in the caves right next to the trip. Actually, were you doing that one?
Oh right.
If you sit in the front beer garden of the trip for long enough, you'll eventually see people just walking past in holes in the side of the cliff face. You're having a cave tour, which is quite impressive because you are probably 3 or 4 stories down from the ground level of the castle there.
Oh, you actually been in the castle? I've never been in the castle.
It's just an art gallery now.
How is it?
It's burnt down so many times. There's nothing original inside. There's a very interesting sort of museum exhibition about how many times it's been burnt down and why.
Oh, really? What's sort of been sacked type thing, or?
Mostly, well, yeah, once or twice. The main time it got destroyed was because of I want to say poll tax riots.
Right. Okay.
And the whole taxation without representation thing. People were like, we're not going to pay tax. And the people in the castle said, yes, you are. And then they burnt the castle down.
That's one way of doing it, isn't it?
Stood there in the room watching all that, and because there's like a big TV screen that goes through all the different stories, and then like artifacts from each sort of age arrayed around the room. And I'm just stood there thinking, I didn't know that was an option. Wonder if that still go. The most interesting thing I've done on the castle is a couple of years ago they held a Eurovision party on the lawn.
What, for the Eurovision contest?
Every Eurovision Song Contest. It had a big TV screen and a bunch of food vans.
Random.
And it was a bring your own booze type situation. Yeah, it was quite fun.
Right, here we go then, guys. We're going to start highlighting this bad boy up. Tip of the day, highlight green with yellow. Do not use white.
One of the slightly more niche paints that I bought from these Pro Acryl ones, is I have probably slightly lazily got dark yellow green, and bright yellow green.
Yeah, that's pretty lazy.
And all together,
you could argue a waste of money.
Seeing as I think bright yellow green just has a little bit more white and yellow in it. Yeah. But the standard yellow green is quite distinct from the one they have just called green, which is more of a forest green.
Yeah.
But going fairly light on the bright yellow green, this webcam is awful for colours. It cuts half my shading out. There we go. Put it on the little. Oh, you can't. I've made the little camera so little you can't see it now.
That's the problem. You've got this tiny little camera.
There we go. I think that'd work.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice blends.
I think that'd work for goblins for sure.
Definitely. So if anyone couldn't tell, my missus is actually staying away for this. That's why I'm up. I'm allowed to have a paint whilst the kids are asleep.
Mine's a craft weekend.
What's that, mate?
I said mine's at a craft weekend. So I've got the whole weekend to just essentially sit here and do this.
Yeah, well, you've got to, mate. I've booked you in. So as part of the day, we need a couple of rules masters, James.
Yeah. Does anyone we've got on the chat know how to play?
Well, I was hoping that Stonehorse would be up for that. We'll have a chat with him on the Friday whilst we're getting him wrecked, and we'll get him to agree.
I've got a pretty hefty amount of the literature.
Yes.
Which I will be bringing along with me. So physical army books, obviously the rule book, the magic. I've only got the basic magic book though.
That's all we. I think that's all we'll need. I've got you see, I've got all the cards.
Yeah. I've got. I keep turning the wrong way. I've got that box. There it is. This is confusing.
What's that? So
it's probably tiny on your screen.
Do you love those dragon ogres? Yep, that's from Stonehorse. Painting my war dancer for Advanced Hero Quest. Very nice.
Cool. Is that one of the metal ones that came in the little boxes?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Let us know. Let us know. Also, post it on the community page, please, when you're done. I'd love to see that. And Stonehorse says he best get ready. Yes, mate, you best get ready in more ways than one.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Oh, that's a lovely model. Yeah, let's see what you can do with it. Rulebook wise, I've got Skaven, Undead, Dwarves, Orcs, Dark Elves, the Beastry, Empire, and Chaos, obviously, my guys.
Obviously. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm missing from that.
So there's going to be a few guys with Dogs of War, but they will have their own books, I dare say.
Wood Elves and High Elves, I think.
Matt's surely got High Elves. He's playing High Elves, but I'm sure he's got his own book.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have Chaos Dwarves, before anyone says, because that small pamphlet of a rule book is like 150 quid.
Again, we do have a couple of Chaos Dwarf armies, but again, I'd have thought they've got their own stuff on that.
I mean, even if I had the original of that, I wouldn't be taking it to the pub.
Can't really see it very well in this. Oh, that's why.
Have we got any Wood Elf armies coming?
I don't know. Can't see it very well on this cam, can you?
It's good.
Slowly. I like the little boy up. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many people want to stay out after the game.
Oh,
So the question is, what I'm going to do after this, because sort of marks the end of the challenge. What hobby are you going to be doing, James? Apart from cards, I know obviously you're doing cards, but if you're going any in terms of
I've still got a Trench Crusade mission I need to finish.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I manage to clean these tables of everything, what would I work on? Oh yeah, the fortified mana.
Oh yeah, you did say, mate. You did say.
Yeah. Get everything clear and build that. I am itching to build that.
So I might do a bit more War Master. I've got a great little idea for what I'm doing with it, and I've had this idea for ages, and I've been sort of working to it for ages. I just haven't got around to finishing painting what I need. So I think that's got to be my next thing. I know Rich from Bring Battle Wargaming wants me to do a bit more to my Howling Griffins. Possibly.
There was a guy I was talking to the other day who's keen on looking at Acropolis.
Looking at what, mate?
A game called Acropolis, I think it's called. Which is like a dungeon crawlery skirmish indie game.
Right.
I met the guy who wrote it, weirdly, before the guy who wanted to play it. Maybe it's Necropolis.
Beneath the Flagstone says, "Do what you enjoy." Yeah, absolutely. I think that's important. Hobby can be hard, and when you're doing something you don't enjoy, it's even harder.
So it uses 1 to 8 miniatures on a 16 by 16 board. Now that's something I could see myself working on, even if I never got a game of it. Like a little 16 by 16, like diorama board.
Right.
Could be fun.
I was listening to.
As a theme though.
I was listening to Matt from the Bedroom Battlefields podcast today. I don't know if you know that podcast at all.
No.
It's a great little podcast. It's brilliant. And he has a daughter, and he's brought her this role-playing book for kids called Amazing Adventures or something like that. So I looked it on Amazon. So it's like 16 quid. So I'm thinking I might get that for the kids, because it's basically, Dungeons and Dragons sort of rolling a D20 and a D6 or whatever, and you just go around and create little adventures. I might look into that.
Another option that might fit you guys is, you ever looked at? That's what it's called. Rangers of Shadowdeep.
Yeah.
It's a cooperative war game, and the book sort of runs you through a bunch of scenarios. And basically, you can play it with sort of somewhat designed for solo play, which I still haven't really ever managed to wrap my head around fully.
Yeah.
But the idea is that you can have, instead of you running like 3 or 4 rangers in the scenarios, you have one each.
Oh, okay.
Which I could see being interesting. And then there's sort of each scenario uses, I think some of them maybe use a pack of cards or like rolling tables and stuff to work out what's happening. what the enemies are up to, and it did really well. Written by the same guy as Oathmark.
Oh, is it? Right, yeah.
Published by a different company. Yeah, I might be worth having a look at that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to do something with the kids. They are slowly getting older. So,
well, what you really need is you need my introduction. You need to give them the proper kids' introduction to Warhammer, which is make them play original Hero Quest. That's incredibly kid friendly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I just don't have Hero Quest.
Well, just shell out £200 for a vintage copy. Just do it.
What amazes me, how many copies out there that are still like unopened from all those years ago.
Oh, I don't see very many unopened ones, but I see ones that are sort of. Yeah, it's crossed my mind on more than one occasion to try and collect up. I think generally about 150 quid last time I looked. Anyway, they probably shot up. Got you a pretty much complete box, but then you could get sort of less complete versions that you could probably get by with for cheaper.
Yeah, Timeless Tabletop Gaming did that. He did a video on it where he bought incomplete boxes and then went around trying to pick up the rest of it. And I think the long and short of it wasn't that much better in cost.
No. The last time I looked, actually, a complete copy, like I said, about 150 quid, I think, was surprisingly reasonable. Especially when you look at how much a copy, the re-release they did recently with Horrible Miniatures is, which is about the same. Yeah, it's not unreasonable generally, and if you I knew a guy at the Luton War Games Club actually that put a really good box like set together. Like he put a full proper vintage set together.
Yeah.
And his problem that he had by the end was that he had too many cardboard boxes. Because he kept buying these incomplete ones. He mounted the sort of second best looking one to in a frame.
Yep.
But then still had like a couple of spare, like beat up old thing. It's just I can see his pain because it seems like a shame just to chuck that in the bin, right?
Yeah, a lot of people actually buy the boxes themselves, like just on their own without anything in.
Yeah. Beneath the Flagstones said that he has an unopened copy of the original.
I have an unopened copy of the original. There you go. It's amazing how many of them are out there.
You say people buy the things. I actually bought the 6th edition Chaos Warrior box a few years ago with just, I think it had a sprue, like 1 or 2 sprues in it with like a few spare shields and arms on.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Oh, I can send it without the box if you prefer." And I'm like, "No, I'm not after the sprues. If you can leave something out of the package, leave the sprues out."
Yeah.
Which I just, because I bought, I can't recall. I don't know how many you got, like 24 or something weird, like a weird number of Chaos Warriors in that box. And I used to run like 100 of them in an army.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've mounted that on the wall because I went into Games Workshops physically and picked up that box more than anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see it from here, just above my second monitor. From the time before they started putting pictures of the models on, when it was still like a full, like acrylic art painted fronts.
Oh, that yeah, they don't do enough of that now. Why they've come away from that, I do not know.
It made sense because it was you'd have the art on the front to give you an idea of what it was like. That was much nicer to look at, and then the actual picture of what miniatures you got in there on the back.
I wouldn't be surprised it'd be something to do with like they didn't want to pay the artist, save money.
It was often art that was reused in the rule books and stuff, though.
Oh yeah, often true. But they probably have to pay the artist every time they do that.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Do you charge an extra fee?
Yeah, because the old stuff, I reckon they probably would have accredited the artist, but going, now you don't. There's no artists that ever get accredited now, and that's purely down to not having to pay them.
Didn't they even take the writers off a bunch of stuff as well?
Yeah, they've done all that. Yeah, they do, didn't they? Oh, I think so. To be fair, I haven't read a new rule book from JW for a very long time, but
I do have some Age of Sigmar books just here. Let me have a look. I had an idea to make a whole Age of Sigmar Beastman army out of metal miniatures.
I wouldn't waste time, mate.
So I'm looking at the sort of title page now. And it's all just legalese. There's no... So that'd be where they used to write it. Who the rules designer.
Yeah. So that they don't even accredit the rules designer. That's terrible, isn't it?
Designed by Games Workshop in Nottingham. That's what it says.
Yeah. So that's where they're just, as a company, they've gone backwards.
Yeah. And like as pretty as this book is in some ways, with the sort of like the full page arts and thingy, like some of this art is actually incredibly generic. Some of it's just really old. Like I always used to love that Shaggoth image, but they've been reusing that for as long as I've been playing. One of the worst things they ever did to this game is they had the perfect opportunity to make a large plastic Shaggoth model, like a huge one.
Yeah.
And I would have bought it if they did. So the Shaggoth in here is actually the one I own. And then they made it a weird centaur guy, like with a horse body. I do not understand that choice. Like, if you're gonna make one of these huge, big, ridiculous centerpiece models, that would have been a perfect time to do that.
They have some weird ideas nowadays, mate.
It's the consistency that gets me.
Of what? Of the weird ideas?
Of the factions and stuff. Like, there's no, like, back in our day, there was 3 types of Chaos Demon, and there was sort of set ideas about what each faction had. And it'd be weird for anyone other than Karl Franz to be riding essentially a Chaos Beast.
Yeah.
Battle. But now every other fella's got like a weird creature.
Well, they want to.
Creatures aren't even consistent. It's not like, oh, they've all got like this one type of. I mean, there was like demogryphs for a while, but nowadays it just seems like every time they create a new character, they create a new beast for it to ride.
Sure.
Like that box I pulled out earlier, the Slaves to Darkness one. He's riding some sort of lizard. I've never seen another one of those lizards like before or since. That is the only example of that creature in the whole Warhammer world. That's odd to me. Like, it doesn't make a very cohesive world. So I mean, have you read all the stuff? They're gonna destroy Age of Sigmar.
Yeah. So why?
Well,
Not selling. It's not selling.
Well, no, that's what the Age of Sigmar fans are complaining about. Apparently, it's one of the best-selling products after. It is the best-selling product after 40k. I mean, it's the only other product, right? Because they don't really support Warcry anymore. And let's face it, I don't think Lord of the Rings is doing anything exciting. I don't know why they bothered renewing that, if I'm honest.
I don't know why why bother. I don't think anyone really. Well, maybe people do want to play Lord of the Rings, but
yeah. But I mean, I read through the last rulebook they made, and it was a bit half-assed. Like a lot of the. It's weird. They made it. They've put a massive emphasis on playing the battles out of the films.
Yeah.
Moving you away from being able to just like throw some forces together and play an actual war game. I guess that's a different audience. That's not me. I have a viable Lord of the Rings army, I think, possibly two. But I'm probably never going to play it, especially if I can't have a Hobbit Tree Man coalition anymore.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. 2 seconds, James. Just just got to give the wife a quick ring. You entertain the masses again.
Sure. Was it just Stonehouse that you said that you were? Who was painting tomorrow, Kai?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you get games of that in? You still here at midnight? Is it any good, the new version, or do you play an older version?
How do I get 2 seconds, mate?
Yeah, no.
For some reason, my phone's still connected. Right there.
Carnifex. You can find the HQ models. Is that the Hero Crest? Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got the whole thing. It crossed my mind to print the whole thing out in half scale and try and make Hero Quest Pub Edition. In fact, the idea still hasn't fully gone away. Just my printer's broken. But I have them stored. I think I meant the Lord of the Rings models, a few of which I also have from less than legit sources. And I think I've seen those slightly resculpts. Yeah, they're cool. Middle-earth strategy battle game is popular here. Yeah, I think there's certainly. I've heard there's other places where it's sort of got little sort of niche bits. It's like you're not muted, Johnny, just in case you don't want us all to hear your good nights.
Hello.
Yeah, 6 is a good little setup. A few of my campaigns here have fallen apart because we've not made 6 is a bit of a magic number. I think 4 is not enough. I don't think to keep a sort of campaign alive.
What's this, James?
Stonehouse was saying that they've got a Middle-earth strategy battle game sort of pod.
Right.
And yeah, 6 is a good number generally.
Carnifex was saying Hybrid Mini has metal HQ models. They are very good. Hybrid Mini.
Yeah,
Do you know them?
The ones I'm thinking of. Not off the top of my head. I think I've seen them. I think I followed the sculptor on Facebook.
He brought a Famir from there by the looks of things. And then obviously I think he was just answering that from Stonehorse, which is about the 6 of us play.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 seconds, mate. That's bear with me.
Yeah, remember to go on mute.
Hello.
looking up hybrid miniatures now. See if they're the ones I think they are. Oh, very retro. Oh, I'm not sure they are the ones I thought they were. But they are nice. Yeah, they're almost like complete remakes, aren't they? Right. It's got some more different artists. So around here we've got Ramshackle Games. It's the same, I think. He'll sort of cast up anyone's miniatures and sell them in the various sort of deals. But yeah, I think there's been some other sculptors that have done. If I was going to buy new HeroQuest miniatures, I think there was. I'm trying to think who it was. I'd have to track them down. But there was somebody who sort of did them in a slightly more modern style, gave them just a little bit more modern aesthetic, but still kept that sort of Conan vibe quite strongly, which I think is what a lot of people miss out on. I can't believe how bad the minis are in the new box, for instance.
Right. So what we saying there, James? Jason,
I was just saying they weren't the miniatures I was thinking they were, but they're nice. They're almost like 1-for-1 resculpts.
Right.
HeroQuest minis. But in metal, that must be quite cool to play HeroQuest in metal, to be honest. There's another thing. Do you know what we were saying about things we got rid of? I scavenged some of my HeroQuest box of parts, and then one time when I moved house, it was just looking a bit sad and unloved, and had some bits missing, so I threw it out.
What's that, HeroQuest box?
I played it when I was a kid. Some photos of me as a tiny little blonde-haired child playing it, and I wish I'd kept hold of that. I wish I could go back and slap teenage me and go, no, you're going to want that in another 20 years. At bare minimum, give it to your mum and
yeah, exactly.
put it in the attic. I am with you beneath the flagstones. Can't play with plastic these days. I'm a lead man through and through. One of the reasons I'm thinking of getting rid of my 3D printer is because I've spent the last probably 5 years now 3D printing whatever I want, whenever I want. And honestly, I hold no value in those miniatures.
Yeah.
It's been great for replacing spare parts and stuff, and doing like digital kit bashes. I've enjoyed, but in general, like to me, the mini they hold no value. They're fragile. It's more fun to buy nice random metal miniatures from shows or off the internet and do like old traditional paint jobs, I think.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I like to say about that you have in the printer is sometimes if you buy old minis and it hasn't got all the bits, like, you know, guns, arms and stuff, that's when that is really helpful. But yeah, I get that, mate. It's there's definitely less love to it when it feels like a bit of a throwaway thing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Makes everything quite disposable, and which is what it's been really good for. Is been for like when we did play Trench Crusade for a little bit, and I was able to 3D print off my army and a couple of others. So this is people who weren't massive war gamers. One like who never rolled the dice in a war game before. I was able to very cheaply knock him out a force. We played the Star Wars Legion for a little while as well. Same deal.
Yeah,
there's a few of us that had printers that were playing that, and we were able to very quickly knock out some some forces, nice and cheap, and it meant we got figures on the table, especially for things like stormtroopers and robots where you just don't care. You're just trying to get 50 of them on the table.
Yeah.
It is great for actually enabling you to go out and play a game quite cheaply and easily, but for the sort of stuff that I think I can foresee me doing from now on. But having said that, I think I've reached my old hammer limit in certain respects. So I don't know.
You've heard it here first, guys. He's reached
Not
his limit.
for just. I said I've just bought all the one models that interest me.
Yeah.
Without starting a new army, without going down a dwarf rabbit hole.
Which obviously you're going to do.
Once I've got one of every Chaos model painted from 2000, maybe I'll start looking at something else.
And Carnifex is doing exactly that. So looks like he's painting some dreads up with some resin parts. Yeah, because if they're just not there, then why not just?
Yeah, if anyone's seen my original Dragon Ogre video, a friend of mine gave me, I think, 4 or 5 of the Dragon Ogres for free, and they were all missing a front leg, and then a couple of them were missing arms as well. But I was able to match those perfectly. Which was handy because that's a lot of value. And to me, they're still like, in my head, they're still sort of worth something because they are, 80%, 90%.
Yeah.
The original mini. And otherwise, what else do you do with those minis? Just hope there's someone out there that's got a bunch of Dragon Ogre legs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is one of them, isn't it?
My Minotaurs had a similar issue, but with them, I was able. It was just one. There was one leg missing off like 2 or 3 guys, and I was able to do a 2-part casting with old school techniques to make some little milliput replacements.
Yeah.
But honestly, banging it on the print is a lot easier and looks better. I don't know if that's better though. I don't know if easier is always better. I don't know.
I don't think it matters really. Either way, it was a way around the problem.
But having the files digitally did mean I was able to create stuff like this.
Yeah.
Which would be at this scale, it'd be an impossible conversion because it's 10-15% bigger than a regular one. But also, it'd be very difficult to get that top body. See, I've changed where the thing. It'd basically be you'd have to resculpt the entire middle section of the model. I know I'm a little bit handy at stuff like that. Not enough to make it look as good as that does. And I said I enjoy doing stuff like that. Did a lot more work on the Banner one, but it's a bit further out my reach. So yeah, that's nice as well. But yeah, I think if my printer's on its last legs, and if it goes over, if I can't get it working in the next few months, I will probably get rid of it.
Right.
And I can't. If I get rid of it, I can't see myself replacing it.
Yeah, sure.
Imagine what it'd be like though, Johnny, if I had a guest room.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
The luxury.
Yeah, no more sleeping on the little couch. Well, it's on the floor actually, isn't it? Normally.
Oh yeah, my normal guest room is just behind my sofa in my living room on an air mattress. Oh, the air mattress died though, so I currently don't have anything.
I mean, that was a lot. That was long waited, mate. It was gonna die.
I guess for all around the world on that mattress. I mean, mostly just you and a guy from Norway, but oh no, there was a random Estonian chap that I met in a pub one night.
Careful, James. People will be get the wrong idea. Yeah.
I pick up stray drunk Estonians in pubs.
Yeah. Fucking. Oh, Dharma, whatever his name is.
I'm not sure he let them sleep on his air mattress first, did he? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think he did actually. He knocked him out, put him on the bed, cut him up.
I didn't do that. I did have that after that awkward bit where I come in hungover the next morning and go, "Cool, yeah, nice night out. Good to meet you. Could you like fuck off now?
Could you go?
Could you get out of my house?"
Who are you again?
I've not had to do that since I was a teenager.
How you getting on, James?
I am just randomly flitting between these models now, waiting for the washers to dry on the dwarf. The dwarf is looking sick though. Let's see if I'm focusing on him. Oh no, it's just this camera completely just doesn't have enough colours. It just strips out all my shading.
I can't see him, mate. I'm sorry.
Let me see if I can get him up here. No.
What you need to do? What you need to do?
Oh, that's a bit better. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's currently fully dark toned now.
Nice.
So I'm going to run that up a couple of blues, a couple of reds. I'm going to give this guy really like top notch.
Yeah.
Like the best I can do, I think, because he's going to.
Yeah.
I was going to do his rim gold as well, or something.
He's center of attention. Any this guy. What you need to do is post him onto my community page, so they can all see.
Yeah, I will do. I mean now, you mean?
Oh, well, you can do now if you want to, or whenever. But just
yeah, when I've got him
yeah,
a little bit further along. There's the Doom Diver coming.
Yeah, slowly, he's getting there. I'm highlighting it all up now, and always starts. This is the enjoyable bit. I hate putting all base coats down. But when I start highlighting, that's when you can sort of see where you're going with it. It seems more fun again. But yeah, he's coming on. He best kill someone good. Spending this time on him.
Just to drop it straight on a Dragon Ogre Shoggoth.
Yeah.
You know that guy's going to go out to like a peasant bowman or something.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, G-Dog would just fire his bows at him and it's just he's off the board.
I seem to remember my earliest memories of playing Warhammer would have probably been right at the tail end of 5th edition.
Yeah.
And that was quite creature focused. and I had an army that was just so many random models. So there was a handful of trolls, and they were all different like troll models, but collectively they were chaos trolls.
Yeah.
To that army. I had Beastman chariots and Chaos Warrior chariots. I had units of both Beastmen and Chaos Warriors. A unit of Bloodletters. Absolutely just nonsense all across. And it was mostly just stuff like there was a second-hand shop in Sheffield.
Yeah.
War Games Emporium. It was basically wherever I could find in there on the cheap. And I do remember the one army I really struggled with was Dwarf Gun Lines. Because my weird array of monsters would just be annihilated. Because I don't think I ever ran any troops above like 20 guys. Maybe not even 20. Minimum.
You still don't, apparently.
I don't, because I don't think it used to be percentage of points back then, did it? Or was it always been percentage of points? But sometimes they'd be just like you could get around it by like putting some chaos hounds in or something.
Khan Effect says that you should use his skin to repair your mattress.
Yeah, no, that might work. I mean, well, he's long gone now, so we'll have to lure another back. I think this guy's going to look awesome.
Yeah. Can you remember his name?
No.
What's his name? Can't remember his name. It's bad, isn't it?
He wrote it.
I know. I need to remind myself. I'll find out in a minute. I'm spending way too long on this fucking Doom Diver. It's a fucking goblin.
I have been painting everything recently with this absolutely wrecked GW like medium basing brush.
Right.
I use for everything. And they essentially end up like chisel tipped. And I have just switched to a very old, so old all the painters were one off the handle almost. Rosemary & Co. Series 33.
Yeah.
And it has a perfect point on it. And I forgot how much nicer it is to paint with a brush that's not like actively.
Oh, mate. It is so much better, isn't it? It is so much better.
Like I just did a really clean highlight on this guy. I was just like, how did I do that? And I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm using.
I mean, I'm actually using a brush. It works. Yeah.
I still buy those same GW brushes every month or two. Because I don't even know why. Because they're not actually all that much cheaper than the Rosemary & Co. ones. But I can just go and get them, I guess, in town. So. But these Rosemary & Co. ones last for years. As long as you don't use them as for metallics.
I need what colour, James, do you reckon will blend well with beige?
And what's the context? Are we doing?
His wings. You can't see it very well, but his wings.
Like a yellow ochre orange, like a dark orange.
Dark orange, maybe. Could try that.
I've got dark golden brown, and golden brown. Is what I would use, maybe. Hi, Wolfgang Warjail. Yeah. Only at like 20 past midnight, though.
Scruffy lives. Yeah, yeah, he does. He's still around, guys. is what he call a bad YouTuber. Does fuck all. But yes, he is still around. Hopefully, James, you'll be doing some content next weekend. I hope.
Well, hopefully by the end of this weekend, I will have a video about the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. I won't make making a video on these townsfolk, I don't think. But
no, but about the day, on the day.
Oh, about the day?
Yeah.
Ooh, now there's a question. I mean, you guys have got that covered, though, haven't you?
No.
Then yeah, I guess maybe I'll do a little vlog on the day.
Good lad.
And then I'm going on melodies. So I will definitely, I won't even be thinking about any of it for a few days. But then I will hopefully be making a series on putting together that fortified manor house kit.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'll go down well, actually. I reckon you get a lot of views on that.
Well, what does the chat say? Would they rather, they don't have to watch my video, but if they were watching a video from a YouTuber they enjoyed, would they rather have like a bunch of 10-minute episodes doing the process, or one like 50-minute episode, like start to finish the whole thing?
Cheers, Emperor Jim. Catch you later, mate. Thanks for hanging around.
Yeah, it's a late one. No. I'm never sure what people would prefer on that, because personally, I will sit and watch something like some of the older like Michael Cthulhu videos where he like fabricates a sword for like 2 hours solidly. Like I'll watch that start to finish.
Yeah.
But I know that's not necessarily. That's very long form. I don't think even he does them anymore. Then sort of times I'll see a video is 20 minutes long and I'll be like, do I have 20 minutes right now?
Well, I think it's funny. Long form is slowly dying out as a. People don't seem to want to. They want more of a TikTok sort of effect now, don't they? Nowadays.
Well, that's the thing. If I ever want to get my channel remonetized, I'd have to do shorts. I think probably. It's a lot easier to get monetized when you only need something like 500 short views or something, or
does it turn itself off? Did it turn itself off then? Did it?
Yeah. I got kicked out a couple of times last year. I managed to like claw it back once, but it's not what currently all my tax documents are out of date with them as well.
Sure.
Which I remember being a bit of a faff last time. And for the solid £10 to £12 a month I was pulling in.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm a little bit not bothered.
I mean, come on.
Temin breakdown vids is Wolfgang War Journal's vote. yeah, same here. That's exactly what I would do. I would just go, oh, look, I'll watch them at some point, and then by the time I get around to it, the whole thing will be done already.
Yeah.
And honestly, by the time I get around to editing them, they might all come out in the same week. So yeah, I think I'll do that then. So it'll be various like updates about how I'm getting along with it. With the ultimate goal to have quite a cool little 4x4 table of pure GW scenery.
Yeah.
I might even pick up another chapel. Maybe I can find one second hand on the cheap. The other thing I'm kind of looking at, and this is crazy because I was just talking about getting rid of boxes of terrain, is the castle from how do you call it? Like Rendera?
Right.
They make quite a cool castle. You can kind of build the old sort of Warhammer Fortress style look.
Yeah.
And it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it's not crazy either. I've kind of had my eye on one of them for a little while. Just because it'd be a really practical bit of scenery that you just don't see very often.
Yeah.
And I think would look good alongside. But having said that, for the cost of one of their castles, you probably can pick up the plastic Warhammer Fortress. Maybe if they remade that, they'd have me. Oh, maybe not. First one. Oh wow, that has gone through the roof for the plastic fortress.
What, a lot of money?
Gatehouse is going for 60 quid. Single towers, 40 odd quid. Looks like a complete-ish one will. Oh, a really badly put together complete-ish one set you back like 250 quid.
No, bloody hell.
Okay, yeah. So the Rendera one's starting to look a bit, because I would be able to put that together myself and do a cleaner job.
Sure. The thing is, it doesn't have to be GW, does it? I know it's
No, but I like my terrain to sort of sit aesthetically next to each other.
Yeah.
I've always found mixing plastic terrain with sort of MDF terrain sometimes it's a bit jarring.
Right. Is it an MDF kit then, is it?
No, that's a plastic kit, but I said most of the rest of my terrain's MDF.
Right.
All the terrain I'm bringing to the events, all MDF kits.
Yeah.
It's a great way to fill out a table.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah.
And the way I've sort of developed for painting them, just stippling the white and then spraying the black panels separately and then gluing them on is so quick when now I've got it sort of down to an art. But I said that's not what I want out of a terrain collection anymore. One thing I want to try, I've got some buildings that I was going to use for either Lord of the Rings or Burrows and Badgers.
Yeah.
Some little MDF, like hobbit houses. That are very simple kits, very cheap. It's like 12 quid or something for 3 little hobbit houses. But my idea was to print off a bunch of sort of window frames and chimneys and other sort of greebles on in resin, and try and use the two things together, so you've kind of got that level of detail.
Yeah.
That you miss with MDF, but with the bulk of the building just still being MDF to keep it cheap and light and durable.
Yeah.
That'll be a video one day, maybe.
James, answer this one from Stone Horse.
How big is the table for the big game?
Yeah.
We have got 18 foot of table by 4 foot. Hopefully that's big enough.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. That's the plan.
I haven't double checked if that's. Pretty sure that room's big enough from memory.
It looks like it on the pictures.
Yeah, we fit a lot of people playing Armored Clash in there.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Weirdly enough, I was telling the manager at the card shop I go to about that, and apparently that's where he used to run his. He knows he's on first name terms with the landlady.
Oh yeah.
He used to run Magic the Gathering nights before he owned his own shop. On the same sort of deals.
Yeah.
It's cool venue. What we'll have to do though is while we're there, we'll have to see if the room would take another 6 foot.
Why is that?
Well, like whatever we call this thing, 2027.
Oh right, yeah.
Revenge for Wyndham Hill.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Whatever the outcome is, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah.
Under how many tables? Yeah, you can fit in that thing.
That'd be interesting.
Or do we play on multiple tables like I've done at some events?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I like the idea of the big table, all of us on it together.
There's a certain length though where you start to go, right, I need to go around the other side of the table, and then it's actually like 5 minutes walk.
Yeah.
I said an excellent event once where there was 3 lines of tables. I think they were still probably 18 foot though. It was a massive event, and there was a village on the middle, castle wall on one side, and a forest on the other.
Yeah.
And we were split roughly into 2 teams, like we will be at ours, with the good team, inverted commas, sort of holding the castle walls and had reserves in the village, and like trying to hold the woodland.
Yeah.
Versus a couple of numerous wolf rider armies trying to come through the forest. The main force, assaulting the castle walls.
Yeah.
And then that was sort of until lunchtime, late lunch, sort of assault, and then you could only use you could only come onto the middle table through gaps you'd made on the first table, which sort of limited your sort of upgrade, your sort of reinforcements and stuff. To me, it meant the defenders had a bit easier time dealing with you, like dribs and drabs. And same with the sort of rear guard, could only get to the middle table if they'd fought their way through the forest full of defenders as well.
Yeah, sure.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. How many days were you playing that over? Just one?
Just one, but like 12 hours.
Yeah.
That was in. Oh, that's going to bother me now. It's in London. Ilford.
Right.
Just come flooding back to me how stressful it was trying to drive to Ilford, even from Bedford. I got lost on the M25. Did a series of junctions and then Tried to work out where I was and realised I was heading back north again.
Yeah, you and driving, mate, don't go hand in hand.
No, I'm not good at it. And actually, my worst nightmare is those junctions where they're like all different roads. You know, where they're like, where you've got to be like on the left side or right side of a weird slip road.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Partly because if you mess them up, it's not just go around a roundabout, try again. It's like drive for 5-10 minutes in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Good night, Ian. Oh, that was the big uns, wasn't it? You have to stick up the progress in the chat.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, thank you, Ian, mate. Thanks for staying with us so long.
If you're going to put some pictures in the community page, can you do like a close-up as well of one of their faces? Because they are, I want to see that skin tone up close. They're really cool.
No, they're really, I mean, Ian's work's beautiful. I think pretty short. Yeah, Ian did the Skaven. You should have a look at the Skaven he did. Really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, no, thanks for everyone. Slightly different one this week. It's been a long one. Longest faint walk there's ever been.
3.5 hours.
But it's been good. It's amazing. It's always amazing me how long it takes to paint a miniature.
Yeah, I don't feel like. Well, I mean, I've been nattering, but yeah, I don't feel like I've made 3 hours progress on these guys.
No.
What gets me sometimes is because I said this is my work desk. Sometimes I'll pick one of these up at 5:30 and be like, "Oh, I'll just do a couple of like layers, and then I'll go get my dinner."
Yeah.
And then like, I'll be feeling physically like ill, and I'll be like, "What time is it?" And it'd be like 9:30.
Yeah.
Like, I should probably eat something and then probably think about going to bed rather than keep eating. That time just evaporates, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It goes very quick when you're painting along. Very quick. Must be a good thing, though. It must mean you're obviously enjoying it, mate.
Yeah. Especially if I've got like some videos on or some TV. If anyone else is still up, is there any anyone got any anime recommendations for when I run out of jiu-jitsu caves? And I'm gonna have to do a lot of painting tomorrow.
Are you working solely on the main guy?
At the moment, yeah.
Okay.
I'm bringing his blue up. Oh, so yeah, this doesn't really pick up the highlights. But bringing his blue up from the re-highlight to sky blue. Quite a harsh jump, but I think it works on all these little sort of brick bits.
Yeah.
I think one of the things I need to actually improve on is maybe make my highlights a bit harsher.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. You it's very quite often your stuff's very well, I don't say dark, but you could push the contrast a bit more.
Well,
Definitely.
I think I generally have two colours that do contrast quite well, but then I get into the habit of layering and mixing them to the point where there's no actual like defined highlight. It's just a shade,
Sure.
which I don't think necessarily always suits what I'm trying to do.
That will do for the bands.
Whereas I think these are going to be quite fun to keep painting because each one's going to have a different colour scheme, but they're all going to be quite bright. I'm going to use a lot of the same browns and leather tones.
Yeah.
And hopefully that'll kind of like pull them into the same world and stuff, so they don't look like completely random miniatures.
Yeah.
But each one of them is going to have different sort of primary coloured silks and stuff, like a parade of jockeys. And I think that's what's best for them.
Here we go. Right.
You been watching much TV recently?
I am absolutely hooked on Walking Dead at the moment.
All right. Yeah, never really given that a go.
No, I never have until now, and I absolutely bloody love it.
Did you watch the One Piece live action?
The what? Sorry.
One Piece live action.
What's that?
So One Piece is like one of the longest running anime that's ever been made.
Oh, do you know I've never really got into anime?
No. Honestly, I would recommend this to people who've never watched anime more than people who have.
Right.
It's had Lauren in tears.
Oh, really?
Like constantly. It's
what crying tears or happy, laughy tears?
Both. Mostly sad, but it's kind of silly. It's kind of like adventure-y.
Yeah.
It's sort of like campy in a way. It's very sort of refreshing in a modern age of TV. There's two series, but I think they're both quite short.
Right. Yeah, I've not seen that.
I would strongly recommend that on Netflix.
What? Netflix.
To anybody, whether or not you like anime or not.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, once I've finished watching Walking Dead, I'm on season 5 at the moment. There's like 9 seasons, so I still got a bit to go.
Yeah, it's about as different vibe from Walking Dead as I think it's possible to get.
Right. Fair.
I do not know what that word means. Carnifex.
What's that?
He said One Piece is Yashigomi. Is that the guy who made it? I don't know. I watched the anime at one point until they stopped. It means cheap rubbish. Yes, I did watch the original anime until they stopped dubbing it a while back, and I did the maths and worked out that if I watched all the episodes I'd watched back to back, it was something like 3 months or something, which is impressive since there's only like 20-minute episodes.
You get
Beneath the Flagstones, I do both. I like watching, especially cartoons, but if else spells murder mysteries, things I don't actually have to pay a huge amount of attention to while I am painting. So I need something that's interesting enough that it entertains me, but not so interesting that I actually stop painting to watch it.
Yeah.
I've actually found for both painting and my real job that NCIS was amazing for that. Because by the time you've watched like 15 seasons, I think they're on like 19 seasons or something daft now. you don't actually have to watch that at all. It's essentially a radio drama, and you know exactly what every scene looks like. But I liked watching anime for painting bright colours. Just inspires me, I guess, or something.
Yeah, that's weird.
I will sometimes watch something that kind of matches the vibe of what I'm painting, or ignore something.
Sure. What?
Okay, I'm having a Carnifex's anime thing, and I recently subscribed to Crunchyroll, and he is not wrong. The majority of anything is hot garbage, and some of it is absolute brain poison. Yeah. Best case scenario on some of them is like, oh god, I wish I had that half hour back. Worst case is like, I wish I had my innocence back.
Thing is, anime is just one of those things I never choose to watch.
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny because the kids really like it. They're getting into like Pokemon and stuff like that. You know.
Oh yeah, Pokemon original series. I binged that for a little while. That was a good painting material. There's been some stuff that's come out recently that I've really liked. Dandadan was amazing. The Devil May Cry series I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Read or Die. I will have a look at those recommendations in the morning. Oh, actually, does this save till the morning? I will take a quick screenshot for you little.
Yeah, do that. It won't. You can re-watch it if you want to, but you got to go back through like 3 hours, so don't do that.
Because yeah, just randomly picking stuff that looks interesting on Crunchyroll is a minefield. I'm not keen on anything too serious though, Carnifex. If you take Dandadan Chainsaw Man as my baseline. Dandadan is just Family Guy for anime. Yeah. It's not Shakespeare. Fairy Tale was my big addiction at one point. I've got a big Fairy Tale poster above one of these on the wall.
Is that an anime?
Yeah. It's just people getting beat up, and then they'd realise once they've been beat up that through the power of friendship, they actually had the power to go on and then beat up the enemy that just beat them up.
Right.
Just over and over. To be honest, that's pretty much One Piece as well. Like, not in the. They've toned that bit down in the. They don't have time in the TV series to go through all those stages.
Sure.
Oh, JoJo, yes, I saw there was new JoJo out. That is kind of my street. Though I found the last one I watched, the prison one, I kind of lost interest before the end of that.
So I'm getting the feeling Carnifex watches a lot of anime as well.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. He seems to know what he's talking about more than I do.
Yeah. Carnifex, you're in Australia, aren't you, mate? What's the time over there then? $10 a.m.
No, that's a much more sensible time.
Yeah. What's time there? 1 o'clock in it. Yeah.
It's 1 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go in a little bit,
Yeah, mate.
especially if I want to get some reading in.
You want to get some reading in? I've got to watch some Walking Dead.
I'm currently reading some really old children's books called "The Dark Is Rising."
Okay.
I think they're from the 70s.
What's the premise of it?
They're kind of trippy. So basically, it sort of ties into a bunch of like Arthurian legend. So it's kids, well, in modern day, but obviously modern days
In the 70s.
50 years ago now. And it's got a bit. The first one had a bit of the vibe of like Famous Five type thing, uncovering like a mystery at the seaside. But the second one's just kind of trippy. It's like a kid like learning he's got like powers and he has to save the world. It's pretty standard stuff on that front, but it's really nicely written.
Right,
And
nice. How did you find it? How did you come across it?
It's like a classic.
How is it?
So they've made up films and stuff, I think, over the years, but nothing that's ever really like stuck. Like they've always had to rewrite them so much that I always hate when the people do that. But they rewrite something so much that
it's not like the fit. Yeah.
Why didn't this do well? The original's like one of the most classic, like children's books ever made, and you're just like, well, you rewrote most of it. It's not the book.
Yeah, and people fans don't like that.
Yeah, I think there's a certain amount of like audacity required to do that. To look at a book that's done that's sold like Wheel of Time.
Yeah,
it's like it's one of the best selling books ever, right? It's like everyone's read Wheel of Time. I mean, I haven't. I've not read past book 6. Got bored out my skull. But in theory, the first one's great.
Yeah.
But then to read that and go, wow, I can see why this is popular. I want to make a TV series of it. But you know what? Change everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't, like, I'm a better writer than this. Are you though?
It's so true.
So someone at Amazon's like, I'm a better writer than J.R. Tolkien.
It's fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
I don't think you'd be writer number 6 at Amazon if you were. I never read the Preacher comics and enjoyed the first season or so of that show. I liked the vampire. I like that actor. What's he called? The played the Preacher. But it lost my interest in one of the later seasons.
Yeah.
But the initial premise was good. But I've never read the comics, so I don't know how. Same with the Sandman remake they did. The first season of that I enjoyed. Though one thing I do know about the original Sandman comics, because it came up a lot when I was a teenager, was the original Image for Death. And I don't like how they messed with that too much. Partly because I used to have a massive crush on a girl who used to dress like that all the time. And that was like but she looked exactly like Death in the comics.
Brilliant.
And that was my thing. Who wrote the Preacher comic? Someone fairly famous, isn't it? I can look that up. I don't have to ask the chat. I like this live streaming thing.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't do it more. See, if your channel it'd be good for your channel because then you can get some content out without having to really do much of the hard work.
Garth S. What else did he write? I feel like that rings a bell. Judge Jed. Yeah. I was a big 2000 AD fan. Yeah, I read some of the other stuff that he's done. Yeah, I might have to give him a go.
Right. Cool. So I'm trying to concentrate on this metal. It's hard to do this and talk. By the way, good shout on the blending for the wings, mate. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking actually now I'm thinking you might be sat with Games Workshop pages. XV88 would be the Games Workshop equivalent of what I was rambling on about.
Oh yeah, I like that's a nice colour that.
However, I was fed up with leaving the lid a fraction of a millimeter crooked and having to buy a new pot every fortnight.
Did it stuff with that? Did it?
The XV88, yeah. Any of those Games Workshop base paints have got a fair amount of white in them. To be honest, any good paint that's got a fair amount of white in it. For instance, this bold titanium white, I think I need a new one. If I go paint shopping in the morning, though, I feel like
you're going paint shopping a lot at the moment.
Yeah, well, it's because I can just pick up like one or two. I don't have to worry about it. Problem is, if I go paint shopping, that kind of writes the day off as far as actually getting anything done. Because I'll probably end up going to the other card shop.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, last time I was in there, it got pricey. It's convenient. Just as I was getting into cards, they opened a shop that sells singles. And I'm not sure exactly what. No, actually, and just after I got into cards, but by complete accident, via wargaming, I made friends with basically half the staff at a slightly less local card shop. In fact, when I was saying earlier that I got some guys that had never played wargames before.
Yeah.
That was staff at one of the card shops around here. Because they'd always been on the sort of, aware of it, but never.
If you guys couldn't tell that James is a bit of a social butterfly around Nottingham.
I'm getting there.
You know, most people. It
was a nice change after living here a few years that when I walk into like certain pubs and shops and stuff, people like know me and stuff. I do like that.
Yeah.
Like Cheers.
Like Cheers, but in the gaming world.
Well, I was in the Pit and Pendulum. If anyone knows Nottingham, they probably know the Pit and Pendulum. A few months ago, and I ended up in a chat with like 3 guys that I knew from wargaming and cards. And then I was like, oh, I've got to go back because I was just out with my girlfriend, and I was pretty sure she didn't want to sit with them. Otherwise, I'd have just gone and joined them. But what I hadn't realised is that all the people I was talking to were all sat at different tables. They were all out with other sort of friend groups. And it was just coincidence that, you know, there's a crossover between gaming and metal and you know, that's just where we all ended up being. And now I play cards occasionally with about half the staff there. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's good. Like I say, James will show us all the haunts when we get up there.
Though I'm not really was sort of tempted to spend a lot more time. I'm trying to spend a bunch of time at the gig scene, but I've not quite got my foot in the door. But those 2 girls from those 2 bands are sisters.
Ah, there you go. The mystery is solved.
Oh, actually, I don't know for sure, but they've got the same. They do actually have the same surname.
Oh, do they? Well, they must be somewhat related.
The one whose gig I wasn't at last Friday. Was it last Friday? Maybe. Was also at that gig, and yeah.
Yeah.
Seem nice.
Oh, my TV screen's got off. I can't see nothing. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Why has that gone off then? And yay, we're back.
That was a big I wasn't strictly to actually. There was a couple of people I knew at that gig there as well through wargaming and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Cool.
Yeah,
Definitely a better music scene than there was in Bedford.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right, okay, I'm gonna paint the base. What's that? What's Carnifex saying?
Big crossover between the metal goth scene and the geek scene. Yeah, definitely. Metalhead's all of Lord of the Rings. It's just a fact.
It's the way it goes, isn't it?
Cybergoth's all of vampires. The Vampire Werewolf card game. Do you mean Vampire Masquerade role-playing game? Because yes, I've witnessed goths playing that in nightclubs, but I don't know a card game. But yeah, that's playing Vampire Masquerade. I think is practically mandatory in certain subcultures.
Playing what?
There's a role-playing game called Vampire Masquerade. Goths love it.
Right. I'm guessing you used to play that.
All right. No, I don't know. I don't know CCG then from the from the 2000s. Well, I do think that that's got I think that the IP is massive, so there might have been a card game as well. It's not something I particularly went down the rabbit hole of. Oh. Yeah. Rage kind. I've seen a recent surge of people doing playing Magic the Gathering in mosh pits and
What?
bands
How
playing in the green room and stuff.
How do you play it in a mosh pit?
Dangerously. More as a
Wait.
joke, I think, than anything.
Surely you just lose all your cards.
Oh yeah, look, Vampire the Masquerade Rivals expandable card game. Well, Fang and Talon. This is one just random box of it I was looking at here. Yeah. So yeah, it's the same. It is the same IP as I was thinking of. But there was a card game. Learn something new every day. Also, it was like pre-constructed decks and stuff. That's cool. Actually, I avoided cards like the Plague until a couple of years ago.
Was it your missus that got you into it?
Kind of. It's her fault I got into Magic, actually. It was the owner of the local game shop I don't speak to anymore. Had some Lorcana, which was the Disney card game.
Yeah, that's it. I remember you doing that. Yeah.
He was trying to offload, and I was a year member at his shop. And he's like, "You're a year member. You can have one of these for free, and you can have another one for like £7 if you want." And I was like, "Sure." 2 starter decks. Play a little Disney game after dinner tonight. Like, no harm in that.
No harm in that, eh? Yeah. A few £100 later.
And the rest. Next Friday's going to cost me £100 in cards.
Jesus. How are you going to buy all your beer?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I am a little bit worried about that because I only have like £200. To my whole name. So.
You're lucky I'm there, mate.
Fine.
You're lucky I'm there. I'll sort you out. The Bank of Johnny will sort you out, mate.
No, the Barclays Bank has spare money that they can give me, I'm sure.
Well, there you go.
I've not budgeted very well this month. And I've bought stuff for holiday. I bought a holiday. It's fine. Yeah, there's definitely dopamine related issues, and I have built an entire combo deck that is nothing but ridiculous combo, like infinite combos, and the emotional roller coaster that can put me through is torturous. As I was saying earlier in this thing, like 3 hours ago, for much smaller amounts of input than wargaming.
Yeah. Right. I think that's where I'm going to get to tonight.
Yeah, we're going to call it.
Yeah, it's going to do a little quick picture of this. I could throw it on. This is where we've got to.
I might do a little something with this base and then put this up as well.
Right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us on today's Mork Its Friday. And thank you to James for taking most of the conversation, to be honest with you. He does like to talk.
Yeah.
But it's been good. Been a great little hangout. Start was a bit ropey to start with, but once we got going, we got going. Look out for the live stream next week, where we will be at the game and setting all up and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you very much to Carnifex for all the chat and everyone else, Stonehorse and Ian and all of you lot who have been contributing. Thank you very much, guys. With that, I think 4 hours of streaming is probably long enough. So
I reckon I got my money's worth.
We'll leave it at that. Right, guys. Stay safe. We'll catch you. James, see you later, mate. I'll speak to you in the next few days.
All right. Speak to you later. Have a good one, guys.
Cheers. Bye.